Awesome. So this is going to be a bit of a lengthy recap just because there's a lot of interaction. I want to make sure that everybody, remembers what happened. At the beginning of our last session, we had arrived at the Cloister of Dragon's Rest. A cloister is just a, small kind of religious settlement. You were greeted by some curious kobolds who seemed to make up the majority of the population within the cloister. You also met Runera, who was an elegant, older female human and appeared to be the leader of the cloister. She gave you some information about some of the cloister's history, mainly that it serves as a temple to Bahamut, the metallic dragon god of honor and justice. You also learned a little bit about the eternal struggle of good and evil between the good metallic dragons like Bahamut and the evil chromatic dragons such as Tiamat. Runera had also noticed Bobby's wound that he had suffered during the battle on the beach with the zombies. The wound had now turned into a dark, necrotic wound that could not be healed by ordinary magic, and Renera had placed her hand on the wound and sensed a great evil, the demon lord Orcus. Runera suggested either destroying the artifact that was used to bestow the curse, or destroy the sailor, Roscoe, who had placed the curse. Zalen still held the amulet at this time and refused to hand it over, and after a bit of back and forth, he still maintained possession of it, and he chose to run away and hide in the cloister and attempted to do some research in the library on the amulet to see if he could find any more information about the amulet or Orcus. Runera had then suggested to check in with Tarnak and Vernoth in the temple, as they might know of a rare mushroom that could allegedly cure any ailment. On their way to the temple, they met Maple, an elvish druid who had been in the cloister for a few days. He revealed that he had a history of being ostracized and outcasted due to his unique bark-like skin, but the party had no issues with him, and they welcomed him into their party, and he decided to join them. They all began traveling to the temple, and when they arrived, they found that Tarnak was comatose and had been for at least a week. He had these large, blistered purple growths on his body and this heavy, labored breathing. He seemed to be at death's door. Varnoth had revealed that she found him in a sea cave that he had frequently visited before. He had mentioned to her in the past that there are these mushroom people that he referred to as myconids that live in this cave, and they allowed him to harvest mushrooms in exchange for moldy bread and other food scraps from the cloister. Varnoth had given the journal of Tarnak to the party to see if they could get information on this mushroom they mentioned, and they found that mushroom drawn and described in the journal. It's a giant red mushroom that, according to Tarnak's notes, could indeed cure anything. But the Myconids never let him harvest it, and they were very protective of it. Varnoth had asked the party to investigate the cave and get this mushroom to help heal Tarnak. The party agreed to this task, but before leaving the temple, Iramir used her holy magic to heal Tarnak and restored his breathing back to normal, and then she used a more advanced paladin-specific magic to remove the purple color from the growths and even reduce some of the swelling. Tarnak remained comatose, but seemed to be in a much more stable condition at this point. The party had also stopped in a small trading post and met Mila, the trader. She's a winged kobold that apparently can't fly due to some injury. She had sold some aged healing potions to the party, as Iramir and Katniss demonstrated their haggling skills. Mila had also mentioned that she dives off the coast to salvage goods from shipwrecks, and had offered to retrieve the goods she was supposed to receive from the Compass Rose if the party would reveal the location. Katniss and Iramir attempted to again haggle with Mila to get some kind of profit or claim on goods from the steal, but a mutual term could not be met. However, on the way out, Bobby revealed the information he could remember to help her locate the wreck. As a thank you, she gave Bobby a bottle of her homebrew, let's call it moonshine, which Bobby promptly started consuming and started making saving throws for no particular reason. The party had also met a friendly elderly kobold that the locals knew as Grandma Sparkles. She fed the party and seemed to be very grateful just to meet new, interesting strangers to take care of and feed. She had even invited the party to a sort of potluck that the cloister would be having that night and offered her kitchen as well as her assistance if they chose to make something. Iramir and Katniss made some lovely, crisp French fries, and Maple had made a hearty goodberry dip. During all of this, Jeff Gordon and Finn rested in the room Runera had offered to the party. And we're going to start this session off with just enough time for Zalen for you to go back to the kitchen where the rest of the current party is at and make any dish if you'd like. But first, I just want to talk about what happened in the library and what kind of information you found. So, as you were in this library and you're looking for information on Orcus and this amulet, perhaps, you didn't find any information on either subject. The books you found were all primarily around the history of the island, lots and lots of lore on Bahamut. You didn't really read too much into it because you're not really focused on it, so you just basically learned the same information that you've already heard. Some information about Tiamat and how she's bad, and chromatic dragons that are, blue, yellow, red, things like that are bad people. Metallic dragons are good, yada yada. As well as some history on the island itself. You learned that the legend that Roscoe had told you way back on the ship was kind of true. These books do mention an ancient evil red dragon that lived roughly 1,000 years ago, whose name was Sharuth, that kind of rained terror on the Sword Coast and surrounding areas, and eventually 3 metallic dragons that came to put a stop to her. There's no mention of the star that Roscoe had mentioned. He mentioned some kind of like star magic. You don't see anything like that. And in fact, the description of the battle itself is less than a page. It's very light on information. It's basically 3 dragons came, vanquished Sharuth, and there's no additional information. But you do get just the general gist of what Roscoe was saying was based in some truth according to this book that you found. And then you found the keepers of the island are typically dragons. You see kind of like a steward that has been in charge for the temple that has changed hands over time. The last steward that you find is actually a bronze dragon, who I need to find the name of real quick. Bronze dragon named Agalos. So Agalos was the last steward of this island. He was a bronze dragon, and that was roughly 100 years ago. And it seems that there was an evil chromatic dragon that had come, like many others, to try and harvest the power of Sharuth based on legends of lore, and got into combat with Agalos and vanquished him, destroyed him. And since then, for the last 100 years, there's no recent history that has been written. So after that, what did you decide to do after finding that information out in the library?
Someone must have read that to me because I can't read. But I guess I went to the kitchen and hooked up with the rest of them to see what was going on.
Okay. So I will say that the party did a long rest. At some point, they woke up, I think around 6 p.m., went to bed 8 hours before that to restore everything. Because you guys hadn't rested since that shipwreck and the zombie fight. So I'm just going to say that in this little winch house area, which is where you're at right now, it's a little shack basically that has a winch with a small rowboat that looks pretty much the same as the one that you guys came in on. And basically they use this winch to lower the boat down into the water and to row it back up when people come into town, because you're trying to hide from Renera last I checked. So we'll say that you slept in this winch house for 8 hours, got your long rest. You can refill your HP, your spell slots, all that good stuff. But when you wake up, do you still have this amulet on you, by the way? Amulet of Orcus?
Oh, I still got it in my pocket.
Yeah, so you wake up and it's in your pocket. And you start to hear these weird whispers emanate from the pocket that holds this amulet. It says things like, "Let me grant you immortality.
Okay.
Your flesh is just holding you back from your true potential."
Okay, I agree. What do I gotta do?
Okay. So if you choose not to resist the whispers of this amulet, go ahead and put it around your neck.
This is gonna go great. Yeah.
If you would like to resist it, you can. You can attempt to.
Okay, I'm gonna put it around my neck.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So as you
great
put this
start.
necklace or this amulet around your neck, right? You take each end of the amulet and you go and you clasp it on the back of your neck. And as that clasp shuts and closes and secures itself around your neck, you feel this immense weight around your neck now. This is a small amulet, right? It's the pendant itself that has the symbol of Orcus on it It's basically a white skull with a symbol on its forehead. It's no more than an inch in diameter. It's not very big. It doesn't look heavy. The chains that support it are very small, honestly kind of cheaply made chains. However, the feeling that you have is that somebody took a bunch of rocks and chained them together with this heavy, almost titanium chain, and then just dropped it on your shoulder. And you just feel this great weight on your shoulders and around your neck. And you also have -5 movement speed.
Oh man.
You could try and take it off.
Is there a mirror around?
There's a reflective surface, sure. There's some glass in there, and you could probably see your reflection in there.
Alright, I'm gonna go over to that and peer at it.
Can I have a quick sidebar?
And then I'd
Sure.
like to
We just got a
look-
tornado warning, so they've seen one touchdown.
Where?
Close by, girl. We just got the warning on our cell phones. Where was it
You in
at?
the basement?
Yeah, I live in a split level. Oh, yeah, it's going off again. It just says tornado warning in this area until 10:15. Take shelter now in a basement.
Damn, an hour?
Yeah.
That's insanely long for a tornado.
That is an incredibly long time.
The radar doesn't even show anything.
Well, are you looking at rotation or are you looking at rain?
I'm looking at the emergency alert that just went out on my phone.
Well, I'm looking at the radar so I can see if it's.
Tornado warning in this
Radar's
area
just
until
gonna be rain.
10:15.
If it's not
Take
rain wrap,
shelter
it's
now
not
in the
going to show
basement.
you.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
no, Doc, there's a giant line of thunderstorms, like red weather headed the way. But yeah, you're getting hit first, okay, for sure. I'm looking at it at curve.
I'm gonna go grab the kids. I'll be right back.
Yeah, let me know if you just need to drop. We can postpone the game till another time, because I know 2 of the players here are going to be affected by this.
It should be okay, because like I said, we live in a split level house, so like I'm literally in the basement right now. And there's no there's one little tiny window. It's like one of the crawl space windows in our room. The only problem is that my kids are going to be in here. They just went down because it's only like 9:30. So, and it's a Friday night, so they just went down. So they're going to probably be loud. I'll be muted a lot, but BRB.
Yeah, do what you need to do. Zaylin, we'll keep going with your kind of side adventure you're having here. So you went into this reflective surface, this piece of glass, to try and look at your reflection. And what are you looking for?
I'm just going to look at myself and just kind of go, yes, it looks sick. And then I'm going to cover it up with a shirt and kind of head out.
Okay.
The sirens are going off. Fuck.
I hate
Oh,
those fucking
shit.
sirens.
Oh my god.
Sirens are going off?
The tornado sirens are going off.
Oh, this is so
Where
creepy.
is it?
It's dark.
Last time the tornado touched down, it took out that Amazon building, and that's only like
Yeah.
down the road from me.
Mm,
And the dogs are howling. Oh, okay.
If you want to stop, it's all right.
Yeah, we can fucking
mean,
reschedule
that's
this.
kind of
Yeah.
a much more serious thing than playing
Yeah.
a D&D game.
Considerably more serious.
she's
Yeah.
fine.
I'm fine. Like the fact that we still have power and the internet's still on, like tells me that we're okay.
Dude, you Midwesterners are something else.
We're
There's 2
literally-
giant tornadios, but it's fine.
I'm gonna go run out there and go look
I'm
and
just
see if I
trying
can
to
see
see
it.
where it's
Hell
at.
yeah.
Oh,
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
go outside. Take a photo.
If it's
It's
for
gonna
an
be dark.
hour, it's probably touched down in Missouri and it's headed towards
It usually lands like over by Joplin before it gets to us. Yeah.
more Joplin, bro.
Don't fucking bring up
That post.
Joplin.
Gotta love Joplin.
Those poor Joplinites.
Oh, those sirens are creepy.
Can you hear them?
Just a little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
Let me turn my gains up.
I can't hear it at all.
I don't
Yeah,
hear
I
it.
can't hear anything.
It got her. It got her.
You're such
Oh no.
Well, like I can hear them, but I
Much
also
love, much
hear
love.
my dogs and the neighborhood dogs howling.
Oh, I hear it.
Oh,
Um,
okay, yeah, I hear it now. Yeah,
hold
that's some
down.
like. bird
Is
shit.
it
That's
raining where
crazy.
you are?
Let me ask. Hold on.
She asked if it's raining.
Just that you have a window. Yeah, I'm wondering
it's
if it's
not raining.
raining.
She's asking.
Yeah, it's not raining here either.
I told you we have a crawl space window. It's up tall.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right.
I
You're
have a
underground.
question.
Yeah, you're underground.
I have an app called Windy, and it like actually tracks
That's-
just wind movement. Oh, I fucking mute yourself. I'm gonna pee. Hate that fucking sound.
That's weird because my Windy app, all I can do is buy Baconators on there.
That's a good one.
The last time we had a tornado, like, warning, Bear, I was in your basement.
Oh, where? At Eric's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've all
Where are
been...
you?
That's fine.
Are you guys
From St.
IRL
Louis.
friends?
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to live
Oh,
across the street from
damn.
each other.
She's the
That is so
the godmother
cool.
to my children.
Oh, damn, that's cool.
Wait, to both of them? I didn't know I was to both of them.
Well, I mean, if you
Yeah,
are to
I'm
Casey, then you have to be to Bo. Like, come on, don't be rude.
She
No,
said
I'm
this
fine
is
with
news
it. I
to
just
me.
didn't know.
I don't want the responsibility.
No, I'm fine with that.
So sorry. Do you want to hold on today then, or
No,
where'd
we're
you-
good. Is it?
You good? Okay.
Oh, it's not.
Okay. Let us know if we need
It's
to
not
stop.
raining yet, so we're good. Okay, sorry.
No, you're good. Okay, so Zaylin, you have a pretty new necklace that feels very heavy. I'm assuming at this point you're going to go join up with the party, and we'll just say the first stop that you make is at the kitchen, presumably because you're fucking starving. I don't think you ate with all these guys. So is that what you're doing? Going to the kitchen now?
Yeah.
Awesome. So you mosey your way into the kitchen. You see Grandma Sparkles for the first time. You see this small kobold, again, like 2 or 3 feet tall. However, her scales are very different. She has like a midnight blue, almost black scale color, and it has this almost iridescent effect. So when any kind of light hits her scales, they reflect in almost like a sparkle off of her scales. And she has a slight hunch, making her appear even shorter, a small cane, and she even has some spectacles that kind of go across her little lizard person nose and just barely cover each eye on each side. And she's going to see you walk in the door. You're going to see her, and you're going to see the other 4 party members, Bobby, Maple, who you have not met at this point, and Katniss and Iramir sitting at the table. And Grandma Sparkle is going to be the first one to greet you, and she's going to say, "Oh, there, dearie. Are you another one of our new guests?"
Yeah, what are you guys making in here? It smells nice.
"Oh, well, thank you, Sugar. We're just making some food for our little dinner we're having tonight. You're more than welcome to cook anything. It's kind of a everybody makes something, bring something type of thing. Should start here in about an hour, so if you want to make something and whip it up real quick, I can help you out with whatever you need here. Your friends already made some delicious dishes for everybody."
I'm good. I got some rolls in my backpack. I'm gonna eat.
"Oh, no worries. So you can dig into whatever you want. Just because you don't make something doesn't mean you're not a guest. Feel free to take a seat. I'll get some sweet tea for you."
Do not feel free to have any of our french fries.
Can I have water?
This bitter bitch.
"Of course." And she kind
I
of
will take the time to make a note that if you look at Bobby, you are staring at one of the most drunk human beings you have ever met in your life.
Yes, that is a great point. Bobby, you have drinking roughly 50% of the homebrew moonshine you got from Mila.
Yeah.
As a result, you have +3 strength temporarily, and that also comes with some debuffs. So you have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws or dexterity checks of any kind, really, as well as disadvantage on attack rolls.
Yep, that's fair.
Are you eating anything?
Not currently.
Hmm.
I am just Bobby, the notorious drunk, is the most shit-faced he has ever been in his life.
So, what all's on the table? What can I eat?
Right now, there's nobody else in here besides you guys. There's the French fries and Goodberry dip that has been made by the other party members, but it's probably about an hour. And if there's no kind of interaction you guys want to have, we can fast forward. I just wanted to give you an opportunity to make something if you want, or introduce yourself to Maple, because that is a new party member you haven't met yet.
Is
And
Maple in here?
Maple,
Everyone's
are
in
you
here.
with us?
Aye. Yeah.
What you got, bud?
I made a little bit of a dip. If you want to have a little spoonful,
Sure.
I'll give him like a little, I'll say like a teaspoon amount of my my good
That's-
berry dip.
Not a lot there, buddy, but I guess I'll take a taste of it.
It's probably equivalent to probably like 2 or 3 berries that have been mashed up on that spoon.
Oh my god.
Wait.
You only
The
eat,
whole
like,
dip is 2 or 3 berries, or
No,
the
it's
spoon?
15. I put 15 berries.
Holy
I-
shit!
I put it in. Yeah.
I'm
I
so
mashed them up.
happy he's eating that right now.
And
Okay.
I'm giving him like
I
I'm
don't
giving him
know
like
what
a
it does.
teaspoon, like a physical little like stirring spoon. So it's like 2 or 3 berries maybe mashed up on it.
Okay. You only eat this much when you eat?
Zaylin, as you say that, you feel like your stomach visibly bloats, and you feel like you've eaten at an all-you-can-eat buffet for the past 3 hours of your life. You feel very full to the point that you don't want to move.
That's a
So
Friday
sorry.
night at Buffalo Wild Wings. Thank you very much.
Grandma Sparkles also comes back with some water and some biscuits and things to snack on while you wait for everybody else. Is there any other party interaction that people would like to have before the dinner properly starts?
I slur out. Hey, I want to try some of that there dip.
I give it a go.
Bobby, how much are you eating of the dip?
I don't let him have
A
any more than
fistful.
like the same teaspoon.
Okay. Bobby, so you ate a good berry earlier in the day before the long rest. After you ate pancakes and a whole bunch of other food, and you felt
Yes.
similar to Zaylin.
Yep.
You eat the same amount that Zaylin had just eaten, or about 2 or 3 good berries worth, and you don't feel anything. You don't feel like you've eaten anything in quite a while, actually. You feel very hungry. But this good berry dip does not seem to sate your hunger.
Oh. Interesting. Oh, that was good. Can I have some more?
Absolutely not. And I walk
You give
away.
him some.
Aw.
Look how big he is.
I'll
It's
be right back.
for the potluck.
Can we move Zaylin on the map, please, for my OCD?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I got it.
Grassy
Okay.
ass.
Look how
So,
big he is. He's a big boy. He can eat more food.
But I've only got so many of these berries, and if I give him all of the berries, it might make him very sick.
Well, they're just berries.
I'll be honest, I've never had more than one before in a day.
How big are you?
I'm about 6'2".
Oh god. Alright. Just gonna take a seat.
Bobby is hanging on by a thread. I think we should get him some water.
Nah,
They're
I'm
emotional.
fine.
Honestly, I think both after meeting him. Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Bobby, why don't you go to bed?
Ah, I just woke up. I'm doing grand.
What are you, my 2-year-old? Go to bed.
Some Zaylin lore.
Oh,
Okay,
would you like to know?
So as you guys are kind of conversing amongst yourselves, discussing the good berries and questioning Bobby's soberness and probably life decisions at this point, people start filtering in one by one. These little kobolds, you don't see any of the humans that you've met. Obviously, Turnak is comatose. You don't see Runara, and you don't see Varnoth. It's just these 7 kobolds, including Grandma Sparkles, that are kind of filtering in, each bringing a little dish. Some of it looks intriguing. Some of it looks, honestly, quite frankly, disgusting. These are completely different species from, humanoid people. So there's really no way of telling what kind of food that they're bringing. But they all seem happy. Some of them more happy than others to see guests. Grandma Sparkles certainly looks the most happy to have you there. Some people that you see don't quite as appears happy about that. But people are filtering in, people are taking seats, and they're getting ready to dive in and eat.
So
And
are the new people coming in making their own dishes as well?
They have already prepared it. They're just bringing in prepared dishes that are already made. They're setting them in the middle of the table, and then they're having a seat, kind of filtering in any empty spots that you guys haven't taken up. Keeping in mind, again, the table that I'm envisioning is slightly bigger than the one on the map, so just kind of use that as a general reference, but there's slightly more room to fit people, enough to fit everybody very conveniently. And Grandma Sparkle seems delighted to have a big group, and she goes up to y'all and she's like, "All right, that looks like everybody's here. Feel free to dig into anything you want. It's all very delicious food. And I encourage you to talk to the other kobolds as well. I'm sure they'd love to talk with you just as much as me." And then she kind of hunches over and uses her cane and waddles back to the kitchen, cleaning up and cooking more food, just kind of never taking a rest, always trying to take care of everybody else.
I start trying to have a bit of food from every single dish that I can.
Yeah, so you...
I scoop only the French fries onto my plate for now.
Okay, so Bobby, you take a bite of everything, and you don't really taste anything. And again, you don't feel like you're actually eating anything. You feel hungry, and the food that you're eating tastes bland and tasteless. Even some of the more vibrant food that looks like it should have a taste or smells like it should have some kind of spice behind it, when it touches your palate, it's just basically empty for some reason.
There must be something wrong with me. All of this food tastes like gruel.
And Katniss, one of the kobolds notices that you only put the French fries that you made on your plate. And she looks over at you and goes, "What? So nothing's good enough for you anymore?"
That is not it at all. This is the first time I have ever made anything. I will try other food, but I must try this first.
Okay, I'll try not to take offense to that. You outsiders are all the same, always looking down upon our dung pies and octopus tentacle cakes.
Okay, I will make sure to try it, but I will try mine first.
I just want to
Zaylin-
be known that I'm giving Zaylin dirty looks while eating my French fries and nothing else.
Zaylin, Maple, what are you guys doing? Are you guys diving in? You guys mingling? What's going on over with y'all?
Yeah, I guess I would be mingling with some of the more locals I've been spending time with over the past a week here or so.
Okay, there's a friendly enough kobold that's sitting beside you. And are there any questions you'd like to ask them?
I didn't think that far ahead.
Oh, it's okay.
No. I think at this point I'm just kind of staring longingly at my dip, hoping someone else would try it.
This kobold actually tries a bite of your dip. You see them take like a piece of bread or something and kind of dip it right in there, and it's a larger amount than Zaylin or Bobby had before. And you see them dip it in, and they're about to bite into it. Are you going to attempt to stop them, or just kind of let them find out the hard way?
I slam my hand down the table like, bam. I never thought of bread. Eat it.
Okay, so this kobold takes a bite, and they go, "Oh man, I feel really full now. Hey, are you the one that made this?"
I am.
"Oh, it tastes really good. It's just really dense. What's your name? I don't think I've had a chance to meet you yet."
Oh. This is like my life. Everyone dies.
I'm sorry. I think I fell asleep there for a second. I think you were telling me your name?
Yeah. Oh, God, my
Gotta
parents
blow the bite
left
of
me.
this kid.
No one wants to be around me.
They do not wake up the second time. They seem to have It seems like like they're not trying to be rude. It seems like they're genuinely just passing out almost mid-sentence. But they are asleep right now. It could also be the good berry kind of put them to sleep since they ate so much of it. But they are dead asleep for now.
Okay, that's fair.
Zaylin, what are you up to?
I would like to go and sample some of the other food, like maybe some
Uh-oh.
French fries. Oh,
This is very chaotic music for our dinner.
Yeah, I know. I forgot.
I'm terrified. I'm terrified. What is
all the
happening?
stairs power go out.
She lost
Yeah,
power?
Sarah
Probably.
disconnected suddenly.
Well, she's in her basement, so. And plus, she was
Oh,
on her
shit.
phone. She probably doesn't have signal.
Oh. This music's better. Okay, this makes me feel more jolly.
Yeah. Yeah, this is our dinner music.
Oh.
It's supposed to be on repeat. I just forgot to do it.
I thought that you meant she was in her basement. I'm like, that makes you jolly?
I'm happy she's down there. Yeah.
Okay, Ted Bundy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Okay.
shut up. You probably fucking got turned on by the guy playing him.
What?
All you fucking crazy. Didn't you see that? All the people who were like, oh, he's so fucking hot when they did the documentary for
Evan?
it.
Evan
I don't
Peters?
know. I didn't watch the shit.
No. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah, so Zaylin, you said you're eating French fries and what else?
Oh, no. I just wanted to go eat the French fries. But the point of me doing it.
Oh, gotcha. I mean, I'm sure Katniss would also be against you having the French fries.
Yeah,
You
I'm
wanted
not happy
to-
about it.
Why? I look at her and I can see she's pissed. Why?
Where have you been all day? Where
In the
you
library,
left
reading.
us.
Learn how to do it.
I pulled the bowl away from him.
I grab it. I put my hand in there and grab as many as I can.
What a child.
I'm just gonna keep eating them in front of her and staring at her.
Okay.
Try not to.
So as you're doing that, the other kobolds, they're there if you'd like to make conversation with them. And obviously you guys can talk some amongst each other. And if you guys are done with your conversations for now, you hear a bang at the door.
Bobby, they brought more beer.
Meh.
As you
Door.
say that, you see Grandma Sparkle she's up already, and so she's waddling towards the door. It's okay, I got it. Y'all keep eating. I'll get the door.
Classic Sparkles.
And as she opens the door, you hear a loud as she is pushed back around 5 feet on the floor, and you see a familiar looking foe. A zombie has now barreled through the door with more behind him. And now we're gonna change our music.
Oh dear God, I am
Battle.
not ready for this.
Okay, Bear's mom called. That's why she dipped. Oh, she's back.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm here.
I didn't. Well, I've got OBS on, so I don't get the dings when I get notifications.
I didn't know Sarah had a mom.
Yep.
Sarah?
I have a
Wait, has a
mom.
mom.
You missed it. Fucking Doc is eating our goddamn French fries.
He
Delicious.
can't.
I pulled the bowl away, and he stuck his dirty little hand in there and got a bunch out.
His grubby little paws.
Yeah.
Keep him to yourself.
It was gross.
It's tasty. It's tasty.
We are now entering combat as these zombies are barreling through the door. One of them is on top of Grandma Sparkles. She is elderly and frail as is, so the force of the fall and being pushed on the floor has probably done a bit of damage. And now there's a zombie on top of her, just writhing at the mouth, trying to bite the flesh from her neck, similar to what happened to Bobby on the beach. The two zombies behind the first one start to also flow into the room, going towards the closest kobolds they can find.
Why you gotta put Frub so close to me, bro?
He really liked your French fries. Everybody, please roll for initiative.
Okay. As the doom
Roll
alarms
for
go
initiative,
off in the background.
suckers.
That's so like fitting to the movie.
15.
15's good.
I got a 10.
2, 12. Nope, 15.
I got a 6.
Okay. Where are my zombies at? I don't like that this auto rolled my initiative for these guys. You guys might get lucky here. Okay. So I'm gonna change this. Bro, do they share an initiative?
They might, depending on how things are set up.
Yeah. I think it's because they're named the same. Yeah, let me just change these guys real quick. Sorry, guys.
How dare you?
Okay, sweet. So this guy's gonna be a 1, this guy's gonna be, and then we have 2 12s.
While we wait, Kay, I forgot that babies will like look at you cross-eyed, and it's the funniest shit that I've forgotten about.
I missed the
I'm
way
back
you,
again.
I missed
I
the way
keep-
you poured
I'm-
snow.
My mom called again, so I missed whatever just happened.
They're starting a fight.
We're
We
rolling
rolled for
initiative.
initiative. Yeah.
Okay.
Roll for initiative,
They're
suckers.
trying to attack Grandma Sparkles.
They're
Yeah,
on
I
top of
heard that
Grandma
part.
Sparkles.
My initiative roll was 9.
Should have rolled 9.
Do I need to adjust my speed? I don't know how to adjust my speed.
We'll just keep track of it mentally. It should be, what's your default?
30, so I'm at 25.
Yeah, 25. So Bobby, you're at 10. Zalen's at 15. 6. Some of these automatically carried over, and some of them I had to manually change, but I think we're good. I am going to take off some of these players that are not here, so we have a shorter initiative list. Okay, this works. So at the top, we have, looks like Zalen had the highest initiative roll. So Zalen, if you'd like to start off our combat for tonight, it looks like Zombie 2 and Zombie 3 both are going to be following up after you. Real quick, Katniss, you were a 9, right?
No, I was 15.
15? Okay,
I was 9.
Sorry. You'll go after Zalen then.
Okay.
I'm just gonna run up and just start stabbing this first one.
Damn, girl, that's right on me. I'm in the
Number
middle of all
2.
that.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I
Below
know.
you.
No, the tornado warning. I'm right in the middle of it.
Oh, just stop with the tornado warning. Come on. You're gonna be fine. It's a joke. Oh, okay. She didn't like it.
All right, so Zalen, you said you're going to melee attack Zombie 2 or Zombie 1?
Stab this guy, number 2.
All right, go ahead and roll for attack.
Just click the damage one, or no, click the hit DC one.
Yeah, hit DC. Yep.
21.
Damn. Yeah, that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Can't see it. 5.
Not bad.
I have 2. Do I get to do a double stab?
With your daggers, yes. If you have both daggers equipped,
I have both daggers equipped.
you can use a
That's cool.
bonus action to use your second dagger as a second attack.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Can I? Do I have to roll to hit with the second
Yes.
one, or does
You'll
it...
have to roll another hit.
Damn it! Oh baby, 21.
2 21s. That's unbelievable. Go ahead and roll for damage. You
Someone-
definitely hit.
Take me to Vegas. 5.
Dude, 2 21s and 2 5s. That's crazy. All right, you land 2 very successful hits, one with each of your daggers. In the flurry of strikes, you do a significant amount of damage to the zombie. He looks very well worn down, but still looks like he has a bit of a fight left into him. He just kind of gnarls at you after each hit and looks at you angrily as you've kind of drawn his focus and attention on you now. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I don't think I can do anything else.
Yeah, I think at this point just really movement, but I'm assuming you want to stay put.
Yeah. I'm just gonna stay right there.
All right, perfect. Katniss, you're up next. Zombie 2 and 3 will have their turns after your turn.
Okay.
And Bobby, you're going to be after the 2 zombies.
What? I'm sorry. What zombie was Zaylin hitting?
Zaylin was attacking number 2.
Okay.
Number 1
Did it
is on
change on the
top of
map?
Grandma Sparkles, trying its best to destroy her, basically. Number 3 is kind of just entering through the door.
Okay. I'm going to pull out my whip from my back pocket, and I'm gonna go after number 1.
Okay, sweet. The whip has a default range of how far?
Oh shit. It's 10 feet.
Okay. So each square you see on the map is 5 feet.
Oh, damn.
So
Okay.
you would have to be within 2 squares.
Well, she's on the. She's in the middle of that square.
She would have to be where Frub is, and you can move. You have movement speed as well.
Okay.
I can't remember your exact movement speed, but you are free to kind of scoot past Frub. He's kind of setting in the table in shock. So there's a pathway to go around him.
So my walking is 25 feet.
Yeah, so you have plenty of space
be
to get
no
as close as you'd like
Okay, so I'll
to
get like
basically
right
any of these zombies.
there.
Okay.
Close, but not on top of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to get bit.
Okay.
Okay, and then it's do I do the hit first and then the damage?
Correct. Hit DC,
Okay.
and then if you roll high enough, you can roll for damage.
A 13.
13. That definitely hits.
Okay, and then I'm gonna do that. 5.
Nice.
All right. That was with your whip, right?
Yeah.
Love it. Okay, so you close the distance, get close enough to crack your whip right onto the back of this zombie. It kind of gnarls out in pain, but its focus is not taking off Grandma Sparkles. It's kind of locked in. You didn't do enough damage to really piss it off to look away from Grandma Sparkles.
But does the do the razors at the ends of my whip pull some of its skin off?
Sure.
Okay.
You see some of this zombie skin that's already kind of loose, kind of peel off, almost like you're using a potato peeler to peel a potato, just slices off as each one of the small razors grazes its back. And it actually does look up at a second, not necessarily at you, just again kind of writhing in pain. And as it looks up, you recognize this particular zombie to be the captain of the Compass Rose.
Okay.
The real captain.
Captain Mulligan is what Renera referred to him as. She seemed to know him on a name basis. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn, Katniss?
Can I cast Guiding Bolt?
Is
is
that
that-
an action or bonus action?
How can I?
I do
Oh,
believe that
bonus
is an
action.
action.
It's
Is
an
it a
action,
bonus
yeah. So technically, my bonus action was the Lovitar's Embrace. Well, that's a spell.
Yeah, using the spell to heal
That's
is a
okay.
bonus
Most
action.
spells generally are an action unless it specifically says otherwise.
Okay.
Yeah.
So under where it says bonus action, it just says 2 weapon fighting.
Yeah, so that's like in Zalen's case, or if you have 2 light weapons, weapons that have like a note that says light beside them, like you have a hand axe. If you had 2
Oh,
hand
yeah.
axes in each hand, you could use 2 attacks, but you would have to use your first action to attack with 1 hand axe first. And since you used your action to use your whip instead, that wouldn't be relevant in this particular scenario.
Yeah, then no, I'm done. I'm finished.
Okay. That brings us down to Zombie 2 and Zombie 3. They both rolled a 12. And Zombie 2, we'll start with him. He is very pissed off at Zalen right now. This little halfling stabbed the shit out of him, and he's going to roll to attack. So that's going to be 11 plus a 3. What is your armor class, Zalen?
Now, if it's a tie,
It still hits if it's a tie.
Oh.
I rolled a 14.
yeah,
Is that your armor class?
yeah.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and get my damage dice out then. See how bad the damage is. Oh my god, you're lucky. It swipes at you with its hand. It's like basically trying to bitch slap you. And smacks down towards your head. And its fingers kind of graze your cheek a little, and you feel a little bit of impact, but it mostly grazes past you. It only does 2 points of damage.
Got it.
And that's going to be it for Zombie 2. Zombie 3 is going to come in. And right now, Zombie 2 is kind of in Zalen's face. Zombie 1 is beside Katniss, but is really focused on Grandma Sparkle. So when Zombie 3 comes in, the first target that it sees is Katniss. So it kind of now gets in between the other two zombies. And it is going to attempt to attack Katniss next. That definitely does not hit. That is a 6. So it swings at you and completely misses.
I
Bobby,
smirk at
you are. Bobby, you're up next. Iramir, you're going to be after that, and Maple, you'll be following Iramir.
Alrighty then. I'm just thinking logistically, how do I get into this cluster of people that exists up here?
So, you know what? Never mind. I won't say anything right now.
Can I fit like right in here?
Are you going on top of the table?
Sure, I'll go on top of the table.
Okay, you step onto the table. Give me a, let's call it an acrobatics check,
I knew this was coming.
and roll it at disadvantage. If you right-click the acrobatics check, there should be an option for disadvantage rolls.
Doesn't. Oh wait. Ah, there we go. Ooh.
Oof.
Ooh.
No, that's
I got
That's
a
okay.
10.
For a drunk.
for a drunkard. Because it's not a big table. It's not super hard to step up there. So you just barely, you kind of stumble. Once you put that first foot on there, you're kind of very drunkenly confident, and you plant your foot down there with so much confidence as you kind of try to push forward on that one foot, you kind of sway left to right, and the kobolds beside you kind of look up in fear that this giant barbarian is going to fall down and crush them. But you manage to save yourself. Maybe you put a hand down or a knee down on the table to kind of assist you, so it doesn't look as cool and as seamless as you wanted it to. But it gets the job done. You get on the table, and then from there you're able to walk pretty normally to the end of the table, where now you are just slightly above Zombie 3 and 2. I don't think you can quite reach Zombie 1 because Zombie 3 is in the way.
Fair enough. Well, closest target to me, that's priority number 1. I'm assuming disadvantage on my attack as well, yeah?
Yes, disadvantage on attack rolls.
I will say, because I'm too busy to change, or too lazy to change things, this will have a +1 added to each of its rolls. but I mean, you know, an 18 at a minimum.
Yeah, you definitely hit. You just kind of, drunkenly swing your axe, and it's gonna connect, even with the disorientation behind it. Go and roll for damage.
Or 9 damage. All
Oh,
right.
Wow. All right. So yeah, you like I said, you kind of drunkenly swing your axe, and one that watches you swing it would think there's no way it's gonna make it, but somehow, through the strength of alcohol and confidence, it connects, and it does quite a bit of damage. Zombie 3 and Zombie 2 at this point look equally fucked up. Zombie 3 turns its attention from Katniss, who it previously tried to attack, and looks up at you as you're kind of elevated, maybe let's say like a foot and a half in the air. It's a relatively short table because kobolds aren't that tall. And then starts to like look at you and bare its teeth towards your direction.
All right.
Anything else you'd like to do, Bobby?
Not much else I really can do. I'm not gonna let them take an attack of opportunity on me.
Alrighty. Iramir, it's up to you, and Maple, you're going to be following up.
Okay, so I'm going to walk towards Katniss, go past Frub. The square's 5 feet, you said, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I want to attack Zombie 1. So can I be, like, right behind Katniss, or, like, in between her and Grandma Sparkles?
Let's see here. So that'd be like 5, 10, 15 feet would get you behind Katniss. Yeah, we'll say that you could fit in between Katniss and Grandma Sparkles and Zombie 1 because they're a little bit more to the left. They would be like closer to the outskirts of the wall, so you could probably fit in between both of them, yeah.
Okay, well, I want to hit Zombie 1 with a melee. My longsword.
Okay. Go ahead and move your token. I think that should be around like 20 or 25 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20. 20-ish feet. Definitely have that.
Like there?
Yep, that's perfect.
Okay.
And go ahead and roll for your hit DC on your longsword.
It's an 8.
You swing your sword, and as you kind of do that follow through, you kind of raise it up above your head and you go to swing down, and you feel that something's off. You have very low confidence that this is going to connect. Perhaps your foot slipped, or you didn't have the right grip on your sword, but somehow through the grace of whatever god you serve, it connects with the zombie, just barely hitting. Go ahead and roll for damage.
We take those. No! I got a 1!
Oh.
That's scary.
So because it was a little bit iffy, that swing wasn't a fully connected swing. It just kind of barely hits. It just nicks the shoulder of this zombie. It really doesn't even react to it. Would you like to use any kind of bonus action or anything like that?
Yeah, can I use Divine Smite?
I'm
No,
99% sure you
attacks.
can. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure
As
it's a
long as
bonus.
you hit.
Yeah.
And it is a bonus.
So go ahead and click on your Divine Smite. We'll see what kind of damage you did to it.
6.
Much better. Awesome. So that nick across its shoulder didn't really do too much itself, but as you connected, you channeled that holy energy, and your sword starts to glow with that kind of radiant energy that we've seen in previous battles with these zombies, and that it fucks it up. Again, if you recall before, when you do that kind of radiant damage to these zombies, you see that light enter through their body and kind of sprout out their eyes and their ears and their mouths, and they go. As you can tell, that severely hurt them, and it's something they're not fond of, and that actually takes enough of the aggression away from Grandma Sparkles to where it now looks at you in a very visceral kind of rage that it's looking at you for inflicting this holy damage upon it.
I want it to be known that I'm looking back at it with that same amount of rage.
I don't blame you. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No.
Okay. Maple, you're up. I believe this is your first combat encounter, so yeah, let's see what you can do.
I have a quick side, not like meta. I have a question for you.
Sure.
If I were to pull an enemy past my teammates, would that invoke an attack of opportunity for each teammate it passes?
No, because so I'm assuming it's something like Thorn Whip or something. Is that
Yeah,
right?
bingo. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, the Thorn Whip itself would kind of constrict it, so it wouldn't be able to attack or have any control. It would just be pulled forward. However, if a team member is directly in front of them, they're going to have to make some kind of saving throw, a dexterity saving throw, to avoid being toppled over.
My next question on a room. Okay. Do I have a line of sight from my current position sitting to number 1 on Grandma Sparkles?
No, it's a clusterfuck. You have Bobby on the table. You have 2 zombies in front of it. Irmir and
Honestly,
Katniss to the
At this
right.
point, I'm surprised we even fit in that area.
Yeah, it is. Let me put it this way: there's no way to squeeze past anybody at this point. I think Zalen and Zombie 2 have one way blocked. Bobby has the table blocked, and Iramir and Katniss have very much blocked that side. They're very, heavy armor clad warriors, so they're
I was
taking
gonna
up quite a bit of
say, watch
space.
what you say. I'm sensitive.
Oh my gosh!
Don't call me fat.
Your
Okay,
character's just
I-
short. She's a dwarf. That's it.
You're not fat, you're robust.
I would like
I fucking hate that jerky. No.
No body shaming at the table. Okay. Anyways, Maple.
I would like to get up on the table. And when I'm on the table, I would like to try and jump and cast Firebolt if I can see one.
So you can see. So you're going after Zombie 1, right?
Yeah.
And you're how tall?
6'2".
6'2". I will let you do this, but I want to tell you what I want from you in return
Thank you.
before you
Hey,
commit
yo.
to it.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I need you to make an acrobatics check for the jump,
Hell yeah.
because you're going to have to jump in the air over top Bobby, who he himself is like 6'2", so you're gonna have to jump pretty high, and then maintain that altitude while you cast. So I think I'm gonna ask you to cast that at disadvantage because it is such an intricate feat.
Okay, let's. I will hop up on the table, do an epic jump. Oh, sweet Jesus.
You hop on the table. You don't need to make an acrobatics check for getting on the table like Bobby did because
okay,
you're not
okay.
drunk. So this is the acrobatics check to jump over Bobby.
Oh no, I didn't want to jump over him. Oh, you mean like jump from behind him? Like I want to jump behind and cast.
Oh, just like close the gap to him?
Yeah,
No,
like I got
like
behind
jump
him.
up high enough to cast it over
Yeah,
top
to
of
get
me.
line of sight to cast it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So this acrobatics check was to jump over Bobby, like to gain the height to see over Bobby.
Okay, just making sure I wasn't leapfrogging him. Yeah.
Yeah. You're just jumping vertically, right?
Yes, vertically jumping. Sorry, I should clarify that.
Yeah, so you had got on the table without challenge because you're not drunk and it's a pretty small table. But when you make this vertical jump, you squat down, you're like LeBron James, trying to do a straight vertical jump to dunk on the haters, right? And as you do this vertical jump, you almost slip and you jump maybe 2 inches in the air because you kind of go, oh shit, and catch yourself before you do fall flat on your back in a prone position. But you do not successfully make the jump. I will still allow you to try and be creative at this point to see if you can get some kind of attack off, but you won't have enough time to do another acrobatics check. You'll have to.
Can I see through the legs of Bobby while laying on the table?
My stance
It's-
is pretty wide.
Yeah, I was thinking
Yeah,
that,
I
but I'm
support.
also thinking that you're probably not standing very stable.
No, I'm laying down, like you said.
No, you
Did say
didn't
he
fall
got knocked
down.
prone.
Oh, sorry, I didn't fall down.
You almost did, right? Because you
Oh.
rolled really low, but you rolled just high enough to prevent yourself from falling flat on your back. So you recover not very gracefully, but you are standing on 2 feet. Bobby has a wide stance, however, he
I would
is
like to
swaying a
crouch
lot.
down. I would like to crouch down, and I want to cast Firebolt between Bobby's legs.
All right, go ahead and go and roll at a disadvantage for me.
feel.
I don't like where this is
Oh
going.
Jesus! I'm so sorry, Bobby.
I don't like where this is going.
I see a natural one.
There's a one
Um,
there.
This
I
is
don't like where this is going.
I can
this
heal
is-
you. I can heal you.
Go ahead and roll your damage for me.
Oh no!
Oh, you're lucky. It's 23.
Not again.
You go to you go to shoot this firebolt between Bobby's legs, and you have a good shot at first. You're like, oh, I can see the zombie, but then Bobby is drunkenly swaying, trying his best to stay on 2 feet, and he kind of closes his legs too much, and the firebolt hits him right in the calf, and does 3 points of fire to Bobby.
I'm so sorry. You hear from the back.
Not again. It's gonna be a running theme where I get injured by teammates.
Oh my gosh! All right, is there anything you'd like to do?
There's
With
nothing
your turn,
else I
Maple?
can do. Oh, no, there's nothing else I think I can do at this point. I can cast Healing Word, but I'm gonna hold off on that.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask to my own detriment. Do I stay standing after getting hit in the back of the leg with a firebolt?
I was thinking that. I'm going to say because it was such a low damage, that it didn't do enough damage to throw you off balance, despite your drunken state. We'll say that you're fine for now. I'll have some mercy on you, Bobby.
Okay.
It's
thank
his
you.
drunken state that saved him. He can't feel any pain.
It's the drunk numbness, yeah.
All right, next up is Zombie 1. Zombie 1 is going to start its turn out still on top of Grandma Sparkle, but it's no longer interested in Grandma Sparkle because Iramir had succeeded in stealing the aggro with that Radiant Smite that she had done. So instead, it's going to go from its setting position and lunge straight up at Iramir in an attempt to attack her.
I don't know if you saw chat, but Iramir's mom just called again,
Okay.
so she can't hear.
Iramir's going to come back to
Oh,
a
that was a minute ago.
Oh, okay.
That's like
Oh.
20 minutes.
Oh my god,
Oh.
girl. Well, I just got the notification for it.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
That zombie better hope he hits, though.
Yeah. It rolled a 19. What is your armor class?
18.
It hits you. It lunges straight at you, and it grabs you by the shoulders as it slams you on the ground. And that force from the slam is going to do some damage to you. Where's my damage? Oh shit! That's going to do 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Is that different from regular damage?
No, it really doesn't matter.
There are certain things that can give resistances to certain types of damage, but at this moment in time, it's not important.
Correct. So it does do 7 points of damage, and since it's kind of holding you by the arms, it's also you have to roll a saving throw to see if you end up grappled for your next turn or not. So go ahead and roll me a strength saving throw.
19.
Yeah, you shrug that bitch off. You kind of, you get hurt from the fall, and then you very easily shrug it off and come back up to your feet. And so does the zombie as well. You two kind of start getting up at the same time, and the amount of time it's going to take both of y'all to stand up is going to take until your next turn starts, basically.
Okay.
All right, so Grandma Sparkles is not an immediate threat. She's still, again, old lady who's been thrusted on the floor, so she's not able to get away. So she's still next to all this shit that's going on with you in Zombie 1. But for now, she seems not an immediate threat. And we're going to start back up again at the top of the list. I believe it was Zalen.
If I move backward, am I gonna get opportunity attacked?
You would.
A.
Unless you take
And-
a disengage action.
That's true. Do you have disengage?
Everyone should be able to have disengage as an
Yeah, I think
action.
that's
Certain
just a
classes
thing.
can do it as a bonus action, though.
Yeah, like a rogue.
Ah.
Is that in my unarmed strike?
It's
Yeah.
not a strike.
It's just
Actions
an
in
ability
combat.
that people
Oh, okay,
can do.
okay. Yeah, I have that.
Oh, shit.
Okay, then I'm not gonna disengage because I don't want to do that as an action. Okay. I'm gonna look past Maple. I think I can see it, but I'm not. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. I'm gonna look back at the big one. I'm gonna cast my healing word as my bonus action.
Wait, on who?
Bobby.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah. I was gonna say I didn't take an arrow out of the back, then he.
Well, a
You're
fiery
still
bolt.
adventuring. See, Mage Hand. Or not Mage Hand. Sorry. Oh, no, wait. Hold on. I'm clicking all the wrong buttons, dude.
yeah, no
Not
worries. We
Vicious
won't count that
Mockery.
one.
Where the hell is it? Where the hell is my healing word? Here
Let
we
me
go.
click on. You got it.
11. That's a bonus action.
Damn. Yeah, so you work I don't know how you heal as a bard. Maybe you say some words of encouragement or a very nice compliment that just kind of boosts somebody's spirit. Is there a particular way you'd like to cast that spell?
Yeah, that firebolt singed off Bobby's
that was-
pants a little bit. And I'm gonna say, Bobby, your calves look mighty fine, buddy. And then I'll cast that to him. That's 11 points of healing.
Thank you,
Perfect.
good
Bobby.
sir.
And then with the rest of my action, I'm gonna crane my head back behind Maple. Yeah, there it is. And I'm gonna use Mage Hand to reach out and grab the rest of the French fries and dump them into my mouth.
I swear to
yourself.
God. I swear to fucking God.
Okay.
Best use I've ever heard.
Fucking hate it.
Ah.
I'm punching you with my next attack.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
All right, perfect. Katniss, you're up next.
Okay.
You have 2 zombies you could hit. 1 and 3 are within your melee distance.
Okay. So I would like to go after one with my hand axe. So I tuck my whip into like the side of my belt, and I pull out my hand axe. Yeah.
So, what are you attempting to do overall
Take it
before we
down.
go too far? Right. So you're just doing one swipe with your hand axe, like with a melee attack, or are you throwing it?
I feel like I should try to swipe because the last time I tried to throw, it didn't go well. Because I'm apparently clumsy as fuck. So I'm gonna like hit it hard.
All right. Sounds good. Go ahead and roll for attack. Yeah, that hits. 11 hits the zombie. You connect with it. Go ahead and roll for damage.
That's like ridiculous.
All right. You land a hit with your hand axe. You hit it pretty much square in the chest, almost like the right side of its chest. Because of how you're angled right now, fighting beside Iramir, who's attacking the same foe. So you manage to hit it. You get a pretty good cleave in there. It looks visibly weak and like it has been affected by a lot of damage at this point. And even though you did a pretty decent chunk of damage just now, it's still fixated on Iramir, presumably because of that holy damage that was done to it in the previous attack roll against it from Iramir. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Can I like just get in between Grandma Sparkles and number 1?
Mm-hmm.
I should have 10 feet, right?
I think it's a little too clustered in there.
Okay.
You could kind of retreat and go around the back of Iramir, right? But that's going to open you up to opportunity attacks from 2 zombies, 1 and 3. So if you choose to do that, you can, but you can't go in between Iramir and the two zombies because they're all kind of it's a clusterfuck. It's very hard to push past
So
all the people there
So
right
what
now.
if I go behind and I pull Grandma Sparkles back?
Yeah, so you could do that, but you're going to have 2 opportunity attacks against you.
All right, never mind. I'll just stay where I'm at.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yes.
All right. Next is going to be Zombie 2 and Zombie 3. Bobby, you're going to be after the 2 zombies go. So we'll start with Zombie 2. Zombie 2 is going to take attack towards Zalen. It's going to be a 13. Zalen, what's your armor class?
His is
It's a
14.
14. Okay, yep, that narrowly misses. So it goes to lunge at you, similar to what Zombie 1 did to Iramir. It just jumps up at you, and maybe it's your height, you're not sure, but it just kind of miscalculated ever so slightly where to hit you, and it goes and misses to the we'll call it the left of you, and you kind of just step out the way and dodge it. Zombie 3 is going to go after Bobby, who is just slightly elevated in front of him. He's going to take a swing. That is not going to hit. That's going to be a 5. So it tries to, get your feet from underneath you, tries to take a swing at your ankles, and you are able to kind of step out of the way of its swing despite your drunken state.
All right.
Bobby, that is going to be your turn next. Iramir, you're going to be after Bobby.
Well, keep planking away at the same target. I will once again attempt to hit number 2. +1, so it's a 14 to hit.
That still hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Also should have had 1 more damage last time, but
Oh, what was
It's not
I can
bad.
fix that for you.
whatever. Should be an 8 because I get the +1 from strength.
All right, so I'll go ahead and I'll take away that 1 point from the previous round, and then we'll do 8 points total here. Yeah, so you cleave into this thing with your battle axe, and those of the kobolds especially that aren't involved in the combat and are just purely spectators, which by the way, they have kind of within the whole previous round of turns, they've been able to move to the back to safety, except for Grandma Sparkles. But as they watch this drunken barbarian swing this axe, they do not expect you to be very combat efficient, but you are effectively fucking this thing up. Zombie 3 looks very, very weak. It has axe wounds across its chest where you've cleaved into it twice now, and it's barely standing. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Nah, that's basically all I can do.
All right, perfect. Iramir, you're up, and Maple, you're going to be on deck.
I want to unarmed strike Zombie 1.
All right.
I just want to beat his ass, basically.
Absolutely.
Melee. Hit.
You
I got a
definitely,
1. Oh, it's a 7.
yeah, you definitely connect.
That was a 1.
Go and roll for damage.
Okay. I don't understand.
You deal 1 plus. Oh, okay, so it's 1 plus your strength modifier.
Wait, I rolled a 1?
That's what it appears
you
to
trying to
be. Yeah, I think you rolled a 1, and then you get +2 from your strength modifier. So you do 3 damage total. So you definitely clock. Oh man.
Yeah, unarmed strike by default is just 1 damage plus your strength modifier.
Yeah, it's not very powerful.
Oh, okay.
Unless you invest into it with certain skills.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I
do
didn't
you-
know that.
I'll let you redo it since you didn't really know how it worked, and I didn't explain it to you before you started rolling. So if you'd like to do a different kind of
so let
attack,
me explain what I want to do.
yeah, let's do
What
it
I
that way.
wanted to do is I wanted to hit him really hard and at the same time shove him away from Grandma Sparkles, which is
So-
why I chose
Shove is
unarmed
its
attack
own
rather than
action, but
my
it doesn't do damage.
Right.
thing.
So you can
Okay, so
push it.
see, I was reading for unarmed strike. Is it either damage, grapple, or shove? Is it
Yes.
one or the other? Oh, see, I thought it was all
Deal
three.
one of the following effects.
Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna stab him again.
Okay. That's valid.
The hit would be the same thing, right? I just need to roll the damage.
No, you're gonna have to roll to hit because you did the hit DC for unarmed strike, and yeah.
They're both +4. It doesn't matter. Okay.
Yeah, I would say because we're doing a redo, we should redo everything.
Okay, that's a 7.
Yeah, you just narrowly miss. Blinded by rage, you hastily swing and you just ever so narrowly miss the neck of the zombie that you were assumedly trying to behead for hurting the beloved Grandma Sparkles.
Okay. Then can I bonus action lay on hands heal, which is where I can just touch myself and heal me a total of 5 HP.
Yeah. Let me.
I think that uses all my spell slots now, though.
You can touch healing hands. Yeah, as a bonus action. Yep. Okay. So that's going to use up all 5 of your healing pool. So go ahead and mark all the 5 of those boxes off if you're going to use all 5 points of healing on yourself.
Okay.
Perfect.
Is that
Any-
a spell?
No, it's its own
Technically,
separate
no.
thing.
Okay. Okay, that's it for my turn.
Okay, never mind. I was going to say you already used your healing pool, but you took a long rest afterwards, so we're good. We're good. All right.
Yes.
Maple, you are up next. It's
Yep.
going to be Zombie 1 after you.
Sorry, Bobby's off the table, right?
Nope.
Bobby's
Oh.
still on the table.
Oh, sorry. It looks like you're. Okay, sorry. It looks like you're just.
I'm at the
yeah.
edge of the table.
Ah, the edge. Okay, so do I still? I have no sign of line of sight to anybody still.
Currently, I mean, maybe Zombie 2, if you moved, you could get an eye on Zombie 2 because Zalen is very short and the kobold that was in the way previously has moved. So if you maneuver a little bit, you might be able to see over Zalen to get to Zombie 2 for
So
a
I-
ranged attack.
I went to step onto like the bench of the actual scene. That would be okay.
Yep.
Okay, so I don't have to do an acrobatics, I assume. I'll cast Firebolt again. I guess it's Zombie 2.
All right.
Not 20.
Hell fucking yeah,
Oh,
dude.
thank
Go ahead.
God.
Go ahead and I believe if you right click on your damage roll, there's a way to do crit damage.
Oh wait, wait, really? Oh, I have advantage, flat die, and disadvantage. I don't have crit damage. Oh, we just double it, right?
Are you right clicking where it says
Should be
damage?
rolling double the dice. Would be.
Right clicking. I'm right clicking on the damage, which is my +5 modifier.
Yeah, there
sorry.
doesn't seem
Oh,
to
no,
gosh,
that's your
sorry,
hit
sorry.
DC. Yeah, to
my
the right
God,
of
yeah,
that.
sorry, crit damage. Yes. Okay. And then just.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and then yeah, just roll because it should. I think it auto, like you said.
Yeah, as long as you click that critical damage on the damage potion.
Okay, 12.
Nice.
Roast them.
That was on Zombie 2, right?
Yeah.
All right. Looking up rules for no reason.
No reason in particular. Nothing to see here. Don't look behind the curtain.
Do not Google the campaign and look things up.
The problem is I have pre-existing D&D knowledge,
What's-
specifically about zombies.
You
Don't
rolled a
say.
12, right?
Yeah.
That zombie should be dead.
Yeah, that zombie, you hit it with just enough, literally just enough
Toasted.
spunk and flame to hit this thing. Actually, you know what? It failed its thingy. So go ahead, tell me, how would you like to describe vanquishing the zombie?
Just gonna, I just say for sparkles and shoot a firebolt out. I'll aim for its. I mean, yeah, I'll hit it, and then at the end, my hand looks a little bit like kind of torched, kind of just like a little, like a tree would be charred a little bit.
Ooh, nice. You want to describe how the zombie falls, or should I?
I don't want to say anything in case. Yeah, you go ahead.
No, this is your moment of glory. This thing's dead.
Okay.
This thing is not going to survive.
We'll say it lands straight in the head, just kind of torches a nice little bit of hole it goes straight through, and a bit of a sizzle and a damage, and it just kind of drops down.
Nice. You hear the sizzle, you see the flame go through the front of the face and out the back of the head as that thing slams like a plank on the floor. And those of you that fought zombies previously, wait a moment in hesitation. And it does not get back up. It is deceased for good.
For sparkles.
Zombie 2, no more. Very good, Maple. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No, I don't that one. That's fine.
Perfect.
Nice shooting attacks.
Next up, we have Zombie 1, who is focused on Iramir at the moment. He's going to go ahead and roll for attack. Oh my gosh. That definitely hits. That's a 19 plus 3, so a 22.
Zombies are hitting hard. Holy crap.
Only Sarah, apparently. So it's going to try and take a chunk out of you with its teeth. It's going to do a 5 plus 1, so it's going to do 6 points of damage to you as it grabs your arm or whatever part of your body's closest to it and pulls you in and just slams down onto you. And you're surprised because you are wearing armor that the teeth don't necessarily pierce through the armor, but it still manages to do some kind of bludgeoning damage. Just the force of the teeth kind of bite down on your armor and do significant damage to your arm. You kind of feel a crushing sensation inside, and you can see the visible bite marks on your armor. It does kind of crack its teeth as it does so, but it didn't actually come into contact with your flesh.
Have we lost her? To phone calls?
No,
or something?
sorry. I was looking at the radar. So, does it do damage to me?
Yes, 6 points of damage.
6? Thank God I healed myself.
Yeah, this zombie in particular has been rolling very well against you and only you.
Bitch.
Zombie
And-
prejudice.
That's going to be Zombie 1's turn. You're going to start back off again with Zaylin, and Katniss, you are next up after him.
Okay. So, question. I should do an
Yes.
action before I do like a spell, right?
So,
Your spell's probably an action unless it has the initials BA beside it.
one thing I will say, unless it is different as part of the 5.5 edition rules, generally speaking, spell slot spells, you can usually only use one per turn. You could use a leveled spell, and a cantrip,
Mhm.
but generally you can only use one leveled spell per turn.
Okay.
Correct.
So, how hurt is Iramir?
Iramir?
Yeah.
I have 3 HP.
So, like,
Holy
so
shit.
I want to use Cure Wounds on Iramir.
Yeah, so that would be beside Cure Wounds, it says 1A, so that means it takes one action to use that.
Okay.
If you look at your bottom spell, it says 1BA, that would be a bonus action. So you can your action is either going to be an attack or one of the spells that say 1A beside it. They're kind of synonymous. Action and these types of spells, they're all the same, a length of time in a turn.
Okay, so then I could use an attack and then use the Embrace.
You could. Iramir, what's your HP again?
3.
3.
Okay, just remember the
Fuck! Oh god.
So
I mean,
actions
at the end
and
of
bonus
at
actions
the end of the
can be
day, you
done
probably
in
still
either
come out net
order.
positive. It's just the journey to get there.
Okay. It's not worth it. I don't want her to die.
No, no, no.
Actions and
So
bonus actions can be done in either order, so you can use a cure wounds first if you wanted to.
right, and just to point out, if somebody or if a player character reduces to 0 HP, that's not death. There are things called death saving throws. So basically, they have to roll a dice 3 times. Enemies can reduce that by attacking them when they're 0 HP. But for all intents and purposes, nobody would die as soon as they reach 0.
Okay.
Your-
99% of the
Your
time.
whip thing does a bit of damage and then heals
Yeah,
after, right?
exactly.
You shouldn't possibly be at risk of killing a person.
Right.
Okay. All right.
If something were to happen, somebody might fall down momentarily.
You
and
would
then
have
be
to do
woken
like
up.
30 damage with that
Yeah.
thing to outright kill someone.
Okay.
Right.
I I don't want to hurt her. I mean, okay, that's gonna hurt. So, I'm gonna use the whip.
There we go. We'd love to see it.
So I have put my hand axe like wherever, I guess on my back, wherever it goes in my holster. I don't know where it's at. I pull out my whip and I growl at Iramir and I say, I have not given you permission to die. Now beg. Bear, you gotta beg for a heal.
I don't want to.
You have to. You have to beg.
Some game
I
you
can
have
help
to.
you. It's gotta be good too, please.
How good? It can't just be please, Katniss.
You gotta make me believe it.
Yeah, give me a little more than that. For my goddess.
Please. Pretty please. Heal me so I can kill this fucking zombie.
Okay, I do. I like
Please.
that. I like that. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. Okay.
Go ahead and roll a 1d4.
So
So that you rolled your healing. So we'll keep that heal, right?
okay.
Where it says Leviatar's Embrace. Is that what you're attempting to do?
Yeah. Well, that was the 1d4 plus 5.
Okay, yeah, that's for the heal. And then before that, the whip cracking against somebody's skin
Okay.
does that 1d4 damage. Just a regular 1d4, no modifiers.
Oh.
Okay.
God. Stupid electronic dice.
So after Iramir begs for the sweet, sweet feeling of this whip cracking across her skin, it does hit her, and it does just a tinge of pain as you maybe wince or grimace as you feel that whip hit your skin, Iramir. And then you're immediately greeted by this feeling of warmth and safety. Very intense aftercare, if you will. And you gain a total of, we'll call it 6 points of healing. We'll take 1 point of damage away from the 7. We'll call it 6 total.
Okay. Thank you, Katniss.
I'm panting. You're welcome.
All right, that was a bonus action spell. That was your one bonus action spell that you had. Is there an action you would like to take?
I would like to.
Wait,
Oh, and be
that
sure-
ability's a spell?
It's a spell that's been repurposed for some roleplay flair.
Got it.
It was approved before the campaign.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I just didn't realize that was a spell.
Don't forget to mark off a spell slot. Speaking of that,
Okay, got it. All right. So for actions, I mean, I have the whip in my hand, so I feel like I should just use the whip on the zombie.
go for it.
Which one was the one that was attacking her the most?
Zombie 1 has been fucking Iramir up.
Okay, so I'm going after that bitch.
Go ahead and roll for attack first.
Okay.
That just barely hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
A 6. See, that's why
Alright.
I need to be using my fucking real dice and not this electronic dice. These dice don't like me.
So your whip connects with the zombie. This zombie that has cracked teeth from biting into the heavy armor of Iramir, bludgeoning her bones and flesh underneath, as well as earlier slamming her down to the floor. The same zombie that you recognized as Captain Mulligan from the Compass Rose that had also pinned Grandma Sparkles on the floor. And you whip this captain, former captain, now undead zombie abomination, and this whip connects, and it's going to finish this zombie. How would you like to do this?
I would like for my whip to go around his neck and for the razors to like sink into it.
Beautiful. The whip does exactly as you wanted, and it wraps around the neck. The razors dig into its skin. What happens after that?
His head pops off.
Beautiful. As those razors kind of sink into the skin and you kind of tug back on that whip, pulling it back towards you, the razors just slice through his entire neck, and it actually grasps his head. So the bottom portion of the neck, or the top portion of the neck that it wrapped around, plus his head, come clean off and come barreling back, still attached to the whip as you retract it back. And now his head is rolling in front of your feet as your whip kind of comes back into its ready position.
And I look at Yaramir and I say, "For you, my paladin."
Oh my god, and I smile and blush a little.
All right. Any movement or anything like that, Katniss?
Can I now kind of get in front of Grandma Sparkles?
You'd still be open to opportunity attack from number 3.
Fine, whatever.
But now it's just one
I'll
instead of
take
2
it.
opportunities.
I'll take it. I want to protect Grandma Sparkles.
All right. Zombie 3 is going to take a reaction. Opportunity attack against you. Nat 20.
God damn it!
Holy shit.
Ugh. I fucking hate my life.
That's
okay.
hilarious.
First
So
roll's a 1,
far.
so you got off lucky there. And then a 2. You got extremely lucky. That's a total of 4 damage.
Oh, thank God.
As it kind of just smacks you in the back of the head as you come in front of it. And it just is able to smack the shit out of you.
I smile through the pain. And I get goosebumps. And
Oh my
Yaramir
gosh.
sees me shiver.
Okay. All right.
Getting more and more detailed.
All right. Now it's Zombie 3's actual turn. And since he just attacked at you, you kind of... he was focusing on Bobby, but since you kind of went in front of him and he took that swing at you, he's still focused on you, and he's going to follow up with a regular attack now.
Great.
He does not hit. He rolls a 6. And he goes to kind of follow up with a secondary kind of slap or slam, whatever you want to kind of call this motion, with his other hand, his left hand, and it just goes right over your head. The short people are getting very lucky with the zombies' miscoordination. Up next is Bobby. Iramir, you're going to be right after him.
Bobby's drunk.
Okay. So, once again, I'm the closest one to me, which should still be number 3
Yep.
somehow. I will roll to hit it.
All right, let's see it. That hits.
Yar.
Go ahead and roll for damage.
Ooh. It's 4, technically.
Oh, that's right. Oh, okay, hold on.
Because I get the +1.
All right, Bobby, you slam your axe into the zombie for the 3rd time. A third great cleave while you're drunk. You're like stumbling every time that you attack this thing. You're seeing
Bobby
multiple.
lives to be drunk. He's used
You
to
see
this.
2 or 3 versions of this one zombie with your like bear goggles you're basically wearing now, and you still managed to hit him 3 times, nothing short of a miracle. And you hit him this time, cleave even deeper than the other 2 strikes, right into his chest as he goes, falls to the floor, blood pouring out of his undead body. And then you see his muscles start to slowly tense back up as he raises himself back to his feet and goes.
Damn it.
He is still in the fight.
Stupid zombie.
I know this
Stupid
guy's starting to piss me
little-
off.
Room.
Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Not much else I can do, unfortunately.
Alrighty. I just want to point out that that strength bonus you have
Mm-hmm.
is the deciding factor with that last roll for the damage. So that was great. That +1
Nice.
really helped you out. Who is next? Iramir, you're up. And then after Iramir, it's going to be Maple.
Okay, I'm gonna take my long sword again and slash at the front of the zombie. Zombie 3.
You definitely hit. Go ahead and roll for damage. Got ourselves an 8. Oh, just barely. How would you like to do this?
Is he gonna die?
Yep.
I want my sword to cut through the top of his left shoulder, slash all the way down his front, down to his right hip. And I just want all the intestines to go out.
That is exactly what happens. You take that sword, hit him right in the shoulder, and you slash across his chest and his belly. You see his ribs get cut open, his stomach is exposed, his intestines start falling out, dropping on the floor, looking almost like long sausage links that have just fallen out of this zombie
Ew.
as he falls to his knees, falling into the pool of his own blood and intestines, and he kneels over, falls face forward on top of the pool of his own organs and blood, as you all wait anxiously to see if he will rise up once again to try and take his vengeance. But no motion happens. You have vanquished the last of the zombies
Yay!
that have tried to take the cloister by surprise. Congratulations.
Yay!
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 Go team! Sorry. Go team!
So you guys now stand over 3 dead zombies. There's still the 7 kobolds in the room. Grandma Sparkles on the floor still near Katniss and Yaramir. The other 6 kind of cowered into the corner in the back of the room. And you're all left to do whatever you'd like to do now.
I sprint to Grandma Sparkles. to
You're
check and
on
see if
top
she's
of her
alive.
already.
Hey,
Okay, is she alive?
She is alive, but injured and very, very shaken up.
Hmm.
Oh my goodness, did you see those things? I thought I was going to finally see Bahamut for myself. You saved my life.
Can I cast Healing Hands on her?
Healing hands? Yeah, absolutely.
6.
Hold on, healing hands. Which one is that?
Why
I
did
can
that
do
say
it once for a
damage?
long rest as a magic action. I touch a creature, and they regain 2d4 HP. So I think it would use up my second spell slot.
Oh shit, that's cool. Yeah, go for it. You can go ahead and roll your heals. You already did. Perfect. So you see these, again, it's not necessarily like cuts or bites. She just got slammed on the floor, but she looked like she couldn't necessarily stand up on her own. And keep in mind, she's also old and decrepit in the first place with her cane. But after you lay your hands on her and that healing radiant energy spreads throughout her body, you see that kind of familiar kind of way that she carried herself previously start to regain back to itself as she starts to slowly stand up. Thank you so much. I feel so much better. I'm still scared out of my britches, but at least I don't hurt anymore. I think he might have hurt my back somehow, even worse than it was before, but it feels normal again. Thank you.
You're
And
welcome, Grandma Sparkles.
She's still trying to stand up on her own. She doesn't have her cane with her, so she's kind of struggling to stand up.
Okay,
with
well, I
the healing.
obviously help her up.
Oh my goodness, you're just a knight in shining armor, ain't you?
Only for you.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm playing with my cat at this.
Are all of you okay? I hope those things didn't hurt y'all neither.
Are any of us looking like really rough still, like in terms of damage wise?
7 out of 9.
9 out of 11.
6 out of 10.
Ooh. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, who are you again?
Katniss?
Okay, you said 6.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just cast Healing Word on Kay to give her a bit of a boost here. All right, add yourself 10.
All right, so you guys
As
see.
for the rest of us,
I-
I'm just gonna heal
Yeah, so-
myself real quick.
Yeah. You didn't tell me how sorry you were.
Okay, so as you guys are all treating your wounds, Grandma Sparkle seems to be alive and in the same condition she was before this fight began, thanks to Iramir. The other kobolds still cowering in the corner. They're all kind of talking amongst themselves, probably talking about how scary it is that the zombies came, but also how fucking cool it was that the 5 of you just destroyed those 3 zombies. And as the kobolds are talking amongst themselves and you guys are healing each other, Runera comes through the front door that the zombies had came through. Oh my word! What's happened here?
I say we got ourselves in a bit of a sticky situation.
With your maple syrup, that's cool.
My name's Maple.
bro.
Ah!
I can't.
I'm so glad you caught that.
This is no time for jokes.
I'm sorry. It's my real voice. That was a sidebar.
I'm talking more directly to Maple as he
Oh,
tried to
that's
make a
awkward.
pun.
Did I up syrup you?
That one was a
Oh.
reach.
It really was.
God damn it.
Let me offer a branch of apology.
That's a
All
good
right.
one.
We got attacked, unfortunately.
I can see that. And you have brought this evil here. You and that halfling. You've brought this evil. Do you still have that necklace?
No.
You can see
Make a
it on his
deception
neck.
check.
This bitch.
He is
No,
hiding it
I
with his
hid-
clothing.
I missed that.
– 17.
Your tricks might have worked on me the first time I met you, but don't think I will be so easily fooled twice. I can sense the evil energy in this room right now, and I know it's you that has it. The
It's probably
energy is
surprise I
attracting
ate
these
the
things.
No, it's probably. No,
That's
no,
why they
no,
attacked you
these
on the
French
beach, and that's
fries.
why they're following you into this supposedly peaceful kitchen, this peaceful cloister. These kobolds have never seen violence before in their lives. I myself swore a pact of peace many, many years ago. There's been nothing but peace and serenity in this cloister since. And now you brought this to our doorstep.
Excuse me, I don't believe that for a second. There was dragons fighting like crazy outside.
Is he whispering?
Because I'm thinking that the ASMR version of this will make her less angry. Also, there's a baby in the room.
Yes, you are right about the dragons, but they did not fight here in the cloister. They are fighting on the island, and I'm doing everything in my power to ensure that they do not come here and hurt those that live in our cloister.
Runera, where were you during this entire fight? Why were you not at the dinner beforehand?
I was in my temple. I do not go to the dinner with the kobolds. I usually stick to myself in the temple, performing my duties for Bahamut around this time.
Very interesting.
What are you trying to insinuate?
Just that for all of the things that you do for your people, but you don't join them in one of their most joyous occasions.
I let them enjoy themselves because I know I'm not like them. They're kobolds, I'm just a human. There are some things that we do not share, and that's okay. We celebrate our differences. I encourage them to bond with each other through these meals. And besides, I don't have a strong stomach for some of the food that kobolds are accustomed to, and they rather not eat the food I'm accustomed to.
Yes, I can agree that dung pies are a bit much.
I'm glad that we're in agreement on that at least. But back to you, halfling. What is your name? I do not even recall.
Listen, it doesn't matter. This is the second time that we've had to kill these zombies on your land. Why don't you get it together?
First of all, I told you I swore a pact of peace, and we have never seen these zombies until you showed up on our beach and brought them here because you have that accursed amulet on your person.
Who's to say that the zombies were the reason why we crashed here anyway?
That's not the story I was told. I was told that there was these dragons that we've already mentioned that caused your ship to wreck, and for that, I am truly sorry that you had to undergo that. And you were welcome to stay here to find the next ship to leave, but I'm afraid, at least for you, little one, I cannot offer you respite in my cloister anymore. If you're going to stand here, lie to me, and put my people in danger with this trinket that you refuse to let go of, I cannot let my people be in danger anymore. You must leave.
Honestly, you stole my French fries, so I don't feel very bad for you.
Oh shit, we're falling apart.
We fell apart before we met you, Maple, by the way.
I didn't know. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it happened.
If you give me the amulet, I will trust you again. I will give you another chance to stay here for as long as you need. But you must understand that these undead, accursed creatures could kill the kobolds that live here. And I can't allow that to happen. I'm responsible for protecting them. I am the steward of this cloister.
You're putting us all in danger. Can you just give her the amulet?
Is the amulet whispering to me at all about
The
this?
amulet, it's not even a whisper at this point. It's a very loud, booming voice that's no longer coming from the amulet, but is ringing inside your own head. The other players and everybody around you cannot hear this.
It's Voldemort.
Do not give it up. Think of the unimaginable riches we could accomplish with immortality. Give in, and I shall give you everything you've ever wanted and more.
Mr. Man inside my necklace, what should I do?
Do not listen to her. She wants to see you weak, pathetic, like the little halfling you are. Give in to me, and I shall make you stronger. You shall shed the flesh from your bones, and you shall emerge from the dust of death, and you shall bring that death across all those in the living realm.
So should I use flashbang or sleep to get out of here?
Yes, you, my champion, are smart and clever. That is why I have chosen you. You and your tenacity will be a great asset to the army of the undead horde.
Okay, that was more of a question, but okay. I'm gonna use
For the horde.
flashbang.
Flashbang. Oh, no.
For the horde.
We got a magician on our hands. Oh my god.
This is the second time he's flashbanged us, Maple.
Hold up.
Flashbang?
Hold up.
Wait a
Fact
minute.
check.
Something ain't
Mr.
right.
Zalen, didn't you cast 2 spells already?
Oh no.
Oh.
No.
Oh,
I used Mage Hand and I used.
You used healing
Healing
word
word?
twice.
I used Healing Word as a bonus action, sir.
It doesn't matter. It still takes up a spell slot.
What?
unless it's a
Mhm.
cantrip, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh,
any spell is
man.
a spell slot unless it's a cantrip.
Fuck.
You
Oh,
almost
shit.
had it.
Okay, hold
Can't
on.
magic dust your way out of this one.
Okay, hold on. Mr. Magic Man inside my chest.
Why does he keep moving?
I don't have a flashbang.
Figure it out, or you will prove yourself unworthy. And believe me, you do not want to find yourself unworthy in my presence.
He's peeking. Is this necklace visible? Sorry.
No, Zalen has hidden it underneath his
Oh,
tunic.
okay. Sorry, I wasn't sure if you pulled it out already. Okay.
And you also do not hear these
No,
words. You're just Zalen looks like honestly kind of a dummy right now. Like he's just kind of spaced out. People are looking at him, and he's having this internal monologue with this mysterious voice. So feel free to poke and prod at Zalen if you'd like him to hurry up and respond in the real world.
Is there any water in the room? Like a cup of water?
Yeah, there's water everywhere, like pitchers of water, cups of water.
I would like to take a cup of water off a table and put about 3 fingers of his in the cup of the water. And then I want to cast shape water to freeze it on his fingers.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna need you to do some checks. Let's call it a grapple check. So Zalen, you would actually roll a saving throw.
I
We'll
thought he
call
was
it.
zoned out. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
We'll call it a strength saving throw for a grapple.
So the one at the top.
Right. It's kind of its own box. It says saving throws, and then all the 6 abilities are in there. And it looks like your strength says -1 on it.
Okay, I might have done that in the wrong spot.
It shouldn't matter because they're both -1. And Maple, what's your?
Saving throw?
You
I
can
see
call
it, I
that.
see it.
No, it's gonna be the same modifier, so we can keep that.
Oh shit! Yeah, I'm also -1 on mine. I'll roll.
A nat 20 on my saving throw.
I got a 16.
I
Zalen,
don't give a shit. I got a nat 20.
Zalen, I'm gonna take your first roll because it's the same
Dude.
modifier.
That's stupid. That's not a saving throw. The first one wasn't a saving throw.
But it's the same modifier. If it was a different modifier, I would accept this. But since you clicked on one with the intention of clicking on a saving throw, and it's the same modifier,
But I
And-
did the wrong thing.
This stupid halfling.
Enjoy the icing.
Yeah, I'm gonna make that call that we'll take that first roll. Again, I get that's not a saving throw, same modifier, same intention. So Maple, you succeed in kind of wrestling up this tiny halfling and dragging his hand. You're grappling him by the hand, and you put it, 3 fingers in water, and you do what?
I cast shape water so I can freeze it.
Okay.
Around his fingers. It's kind of stuck to his fingers. It goes, yeah, then snap out of it. Snap out of it, boy.
Want to unarmed strike him in the face with my now, I don't know, weapon of a fucking. What would you even call this?
A glass of water frozen.
Yeah,
around your
but
fingers?
I got a block of ice on my hand. I'm gonna fucking whack you with it.
We'll call that an unarmed strike.
That's valid, yeah.
You can go ahead and try that.
He smacks you with his finger ice.
18.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Roll for damage.
Why are
I think
we
it should just be
fighting?
1.
Ay.
0.
Well, there we go. It's perfect.
Do you have a negative strength modifier?
He does.
Hilarious.
Oh no.
That is just slapped by a child, basically.
You guys see this tiny halfling use all of his strength and might to slap the 6'2" wood elf, and it connects, and it's like it's like hitting somebody with like a foam finger. Like it does 0 damage, just kind of gracefully slides across your face, even with the block of ice around his hand.
Zalen, we need the necklace to come off by. Otherwise, we're gonna lose our shelter.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run past him.
Oh no, the rest of you have all been forthcoming, especially you, Maple. You've been here for a few days. I'm not kicking out all of you, simply the one that's causing the trouble.
Oh. I will defer to the group then.
if you all choose to go with him, I understand. He is your traveling companion, and I won't stop you from leaving, but the amulet must leave the cloister one way or another. If you give it to me, Zaylin, I understand your name is now, I can attempt to use some of my magic and call upon Bahamut to destroy this amulet and stop the zombies from coming after you. But I need you to hand it over for me to do that.
Running past.
You're running past Runera?
Yeah, I'm just gonna run past. Like, where is Renera? Because I'm right here.
She's standing in the door where like Maple is,
Okay,
a little bit
Yeah, I
behind
want
Maple.
to run past them.
Go ahead and give me, call it dexterity saving throw.
Just listen to Hose's sighs every time he has to interact with John.
No, I'm just trying to think like what makes the
He's
most
like,
sense here.
"Ugh."
For a
Realistically,
throw.
probably just a check rather than a saving throw.
Realistically, I don't want to have to be doing this. I feel like an asshole for messing with the party. But I put the fucking thing on. I gotta do what it says.
I mean, you don't
Man has no free
have
will.
to.
What are you
You
talking
are
about?
your own person.
Yeah,
Riches.
Here's the amulet now.
Riches.
Undead immortality.
What are you doing?
Yeah, that's pretty convincing.
He's literally Professor Quirrell.
No one knows what that means.
Don't
What
get
am I
that
doing?
reference at all.
First we get the bitches, then the immortality.
okay.
Team 4-star.
Yeah, just give me a straight dexterity check. Let's go that route. And you're rolling to see if you can get past. Maple, are you going to attempt to stop Salen at all?
No, actually, I'm gonna
Okay.
step aside.
Runera is going to attempt to grab you. She rolled a nat 20.
Ooh.
Oh God.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you go to run past her, and maybe it's because you still have a hand of frozen ice. It's kind of throwing you off a little. But she grabs you by the back of the neck like you're a little cat and just kind of pulls you back. Don't try and run away from me again. I shall escort you off this cloister if you refuse to give the amulet, but I will not let you run around here and hide like you did the last time.
I bite her.
You're gonna bite Runera?
You bite her, and she doesn't
Ah.
flinch.
Oh, she's crazy. She's fucking
She's
psycho.
staring daggers into you.
She done fucked up.
Do not
Zaylin
want
is
to
now
awaken.
attracted to her.
She is a very pretty older lady. Great
Yeah,
skincare.
Zaylin is now attracted to her.
You do not want to wake up the beast that I have been keeping at bay for all the years I've sworn to be a pacifist. But your behavior, your insolence, is driving me to my last nerd. We are leaving now. And she starts escorting you down the stairs to the bottom of the cloister. Is the party going to follow Zaylin, or are they going to stay in the cloister?
I'm not following.
I'm gonna follow Renera.
I'll follow Renera.
Katniss?
I turn slowly and look at Aramir, and I just shake my head and I sigh and I follow Runera.
Okay, I grab Katniss's arm and I ask her, "What are you doing?"
We were going to leave anyways to look for those mushrooms. We might as well leave with the short little fuck, and maybe we could steal the necklace from him at a later time. I'm not leaving to go with him. I'm just saying we were leaving anyways.
Okay, fine. I also follow now.
I also feel like he's about to get in pain, and you know that excites me.
Yeah.
No.
I know.
Okay. The party, led by Runera at this point, as she's holding Zaylin by the neck still, not letting go of him. And Zaylin, Runera, again, she's this older lady, attractive, pretty, sure, for somebody in their, late 50s or something. And she looks slender, but you feel like you're not able to get away from her grip no matter how hard you try. You feel as though imagine like the world's strongest rock climber and how strong their fingers would be. She's probably stronger than that, it feels like, as these fingers grip
Ew.
around your neck.
So she's
And-
just dragging me.
Yes.
She got that iron.
If you're
grip.
not cooperating. If you're
I'm not.
moving along, she's just firmly holding you. Otherwise, she's literally dragging you. Your feet are shuffling against the steps as you go down.
Okay, where are we going, mommy?
I'm giggling.
You are leaving this cloister and you will not come back until you get rid of that amulet. Again, I will not turn you away if you cooperate. I do not hold a grudge. I just simply can't put my people at risk. And quite frankly, you have been very annoying to me, little one. And she
So-
reaches the bottom of the stairs
Same girl.
and she sends you on your way.
So can I take this thing off?
The amulet?
Yeah.
You could
It's
try.
glued to your neck like the locket Horcrux from Harry Potter.
I didn't watch that.
Yeah, they didn't
You-
get the Quirrell reference.
Oh,
I
I
had to Google it. Sorry.
Oh my god.
I threw my back out once and watched them all at the same time. Now I can't remember any of them.
okay. Well, you have a
I've
Horcrux on your
watched
neck.
the movies and read the books.
Yeah, so you could try and take it off. Is that what you want to try and do?
Yes.
All right. You put your hands on this necklace. You know, it has a clasp in the back like a standard necklace, and you go to unclasp it. And you're using, your 2 index fingers to do this. And as you put your index fingers on the clasp, your muscles freeze and tense, and you can't seem to bring yourself to unclasp it. And feeling frustrated, you just grab the necklace, grip it in both palms, and you're just going to yank it off. And you kind of prepare yourself. You throw your arms upward, and you're about to yank down on your neck and just rip it off. And as you're about to do that yanking motion, same thing. Your fingers tense and lock. And no matter how many impulses your brain is trying to send to your muscles that says, get this thing off of me. I'm sick of this. I want off this roller coaster right now. Your muscles aren't listening, and you feel as though you have no control to physically take this thing off yourself. And as soon as you stop sending that impulse and you let go of the necklace, you resume normal control of your fingers, arms, and everything else.
Do we see him struggle with this moment? Like, should I,
If
like,
you
take it
were
off?
close enough to him to see him do this, yeah, you can see him attempting to take off the necklace in multiple ways and kind of hesitating. You obviously don't know the internal struggle, but you see him kind of hesitating to take it off 2 ways.
Bye. Can I help you take it off?
Sure. Go ahead.
Do I have to roll anything for that, or just pop it off?
I would say you could pop it off.
Can he
As
do
long
it
as-
like a bra? Like a one-handed, like a flick, and it just pops off?
As long as Zalen's not resisting, yeah, I would say it can pop right off.
Okay, I'll do the bra pop.
And Zalen, you're okay with this? You're not resisting or anything like that?
I'm trying to think what I would be doing if I was listening to this thing tell me I can get riches and then try to do it myself and I couldn't get it.
But you're also
Off.
zoning out and not paying attention
Also-
to us around you, right?
Yeah, but
It's
he
also
just
hard.
talked to me about it.
And it's also hard for you to take it off with a glass of water frozen to your hand still. So I say, Zalen, I'll get the water off, the glass off, if you let me take off the necklace for you.
How about you do the glass first and then the necklace?
I don't
Oh,
know
trust-
you by, but I'll trust you. And so I'll cast
Oh,
shape
yeah.
water to warm up the water, and drop the glass off his hand.
I'd like to pick up the vase and throw it at him.
For fuck's sakes.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I hate it here.
I twist my whip in my hand so you can hear the leather creaking. I'm irritated.
You can throw the thing at him.
What do I need to roll?
Roll like you would do an unarmed attack.
Oh, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah,
Hey,
we'll do a different damage. We'll say just 1 damage.
Oh, fuck's sakes.
19.
Okay. We'll say you take 1 damage because this glass kind of hits you and shatters. as it collides with you, and maybe it like nicks part of your skin or something.
Okay. You short little stump. Can we please help you?
I got ya. No. Go fuck yourself.
Maple throws hands up in the air and goes, "Fuck is yours. I can't do it," and I walk away.
Okay. After all that, Zalen's now been kicked out of the cloister. Has the necklace still on him. The party, I think, is following Zalen, right? And you guys are leaving Dragon's Rest. It is also nighttime, by the way. The dinner was at 8 p.m. It's probably been between the dinner itself and the fight and the after stuff. Let's say it's like 10 o'clock right now. So it is late at night. It is dark, and you guys can go down to the beach and go down to your boat. When Varnoth had spoke to you all previously and asked you to go to this cave, she did provide kind of like a map and a rough way to get there by boat, because that's how she got there. So you guys could attempt to navigate down there, but it's going to be more difficult because it is nighttime.
Can I go down to the beach and just set up my stuff and go to sleep?
Yeah, you all have like bedrolls and stuff. You guys could rest down by the beach. It's not really clear whether or not Runara would take an issue with this because she didn't follow you down that far. She kind of stopped following you after the last step, away from the last set of quarters that you'll see on the map on the screen. So you guys could try there and do a long rest or whatever you're looking to do down there.
So I'm at the beach.
So Zalen was first, and I was following behind Renera, so I dip into the quarters for a rest instead of resting on the beach.
Yeah, I didn't go with him when I walked away. I kind of walked back up the stairs.
Oh, okay.
So Bobby being drunk as fuck is just following Runera without knowing what's happening.
I'll start heading towards Bobby and Renera.
Runera's gonna be just standing at the top of these steps down here, if I can figure out how to ping. Just standing right there, yeah. And she's just watching Zalen descend down into the beach area. And there's some paths off the beach as well that go away from Dragon's Rest, but it's completely dark. There's some walked on paths, but nothing like an official road or anything. So it would presumably be very hard to navigate at night, even with dark vision that most of you have, except for maybe Bobby, I think.
Yeah, I definitely do not.
Yeah, just because it's only 60 feet and it's a pretty wide area out there. So, Zalen, are you going to attempt to rest on the beach?
I'm trying to see. Do I have dark vision?
You should as a halfling.
Where is that?
Shit, do you not have it as a halfling?
I think some halflings might, but it might not be all.
Dark vision 60 feet, dark vision 60 feet. Oh shit, yeah, you don't have dark vision at all.
Fuck.
Whoops. Maple, Iramir, and Katniss, you three have dark vision up to 60 feet. That means you can see in the dark, but you can't see colors. It's all kind of like shades of gray, basically. But you can see, shapes and figures and whatnot up to that distance. Zalen and Bobby, you guys do not have any kind of dark vision.
So can I be watching as people are walking by, and then I see Iramir, and I'm like, psst, come stay in the room with me. Fuck staying on the beach.
Can we stay in the room? I thought Runera kicked us off the island.
Runera kicked Zalen out because he's the one holding the necklace and the one that's been uncooperative. But she said the rest of you are welcome to stay because you've been nice, you've been helpful. You guys had promised to help Tarnak. She heard about that from Varnoth and everything. Plus, Just generally being open and honest with her after your initial encounter, anyways. So yeah, you guys are free to stay. It's just Salen's been kicked out
Oh,
until
okay,
he
then,
decides
yeah.
to cooperate.
I'm going in the room with Katniss and I'm going to sleep.
I'll move her.
Maple and Bobby, are you guys taking a long rest? Are you guys going in the room, going down on the beach?
I want to ask Runera something if I can before I head back towards.
Of course, yeah. Renera's still standing there, just arms crossed, looking like a sentry, making sure that that sneaky little halfling doesn't come back into her cloister.
I go, aye, Runera, what do you know about that locket?
Well, Maple, to be honest, I don't know much of it. I know who Orcus is. I've heard of his cults, and I've heard of the things he's capable of. And I know that the horde of undead follows him around. All he wants to do is kill all of those that live on the living planes. And I... Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
And I fear that not only is that halfling putting this cloister in danger and your traveling party, since you've decided to join up with these new travelers, I fear that Orcus himself may try and take advantage of the little one. I heard a story from Bobby here about the sailor on the boat. I believe Bobby mentioned his name was Roscoe, I believe. And about... Yes, and from the story, it sounds like he's the one that caused all this, and I'm afraid that Zalen may be the next one to do something similar.
Does that make him immune to their attacks? Will they
No.
avoid him? No, they will attack him.
No, I fear not. I wasn't at the battle, so I didn't personally see, but as far as I'm aware, they're not going to be friendly towards him. I don't understand Orcus. I'm not too familiar with him all too much, other than the basics. But cursed items in general, I've encountered a few in my life, and usually things like these try and find a way back to their rightful owner, and any promises that are made to those that hold on to it in the interim are not to be trusted, to say the least.
Okay. All right. I'll let you be. I want to go get some shut-eye with the other two weird ones.
Yes, please. I can only imagine how tired you'd be from that fight you had, that skirmish in the kitchen. I shall stand here and keep watch to make sure no more undead or Zalen does not come back into the cloister until the matter is resolved fully.
Okay. I should just kind of walk away back towards the quarters.
Okay. Bobby, are you still standing there with Renera?
Awkwardly and mostly drunk, yes.
Bobby, would you care to go into the room with your friends and take a long rest? You look like you could use a good sleep and maybe a touch of water.
I think you might be right.
Yes, it's okay. The room's just right there. I'll watch to make sure you get there safely. And she kind of gently pats your back and very gently pushes you away, giving you the not so subtle hint that she wants you to leave her alone and go to sleep. And that leaves Zalen. The world is your oyster, but given the circumstances, I am assuming you're going to try and find somewhere to take a long rest as well.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go down to the beach.
Okay. Yeah, you find the beach, at the bottom of these stairs. Renera is not following you. You're unsure whether she can see you, but you do see a nice little cozy area where you could set up your bedroll and attempt to get some sleep. Is everybody going to be taking their sleep now, or is there any kind of internal conversation or anything like that?
I'd like to let the group know inside the room there just about the fact that necklace is likely going to be the death of him.
I hope it brings him much pain.
As I get to the room and I start to try and lie down, I think, oh, what happened to my mug? start
Are
looking.
you asking this out loud?
Yes.
Aye, Bubby. Get some sleep.
I need my mug.
You left it in the kitchen.
I'm going back.
Just lay down.
I walk out and leave for the mug.
This is
Okay.
the definition of splitting the party.
So you're going back to the kitchen now?
Yes, to look for my mug.
All
Of the
right.
best booze I've ever had.
It is dark. The kobolds have all gone into their little tiny living quarters and presumably gone to sleep. So it's really quiet as you make your way up this hill. You're kind of stumbling along. You're pretty damn drunk, but since you are a heavy drinker already and you've already passed several throws to keep your composure, we'll assume that you're able to get up to the kitchen without much more of an issue, and you do find your mug there. It looks like it fell on the floor, but the cap was put on and it did not break when it fell, so it's in one piece. The remaining roughly 50% of the drink is in there, and you find it and you can return down to the sleeping quarters if you'd like.
I take it, I store it away for now, and I go back to the quarters.
Very nice. Again, stumbly walk down, but nothing too crazy. You manage to find your way back down. You have your lovely homebrew in your pocket, and you take a much needed slumber. Now, everybody is sleeping, having a wonderful rest.
Before I fall asleep.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Mr. Voice in my head. Who is Bahamut? All I know is that he's a god of soup. And what am I supposed to do with my life now that I've left all my friends?
You don't hear anything immediately.
I'm sorry.
Pose has no idea what to say. Actually,
As you're waiting, as you're waiting for a response on the beach underneath the sky, kind of exhausted because you did expend some spell slots, you tried to run away from people, and you're just probably pretty tired waiting for this response. Maybe you keep reaching back out to this voice. You begin to fall asleep, and you find yourself in a dream.
Fucking hell.
Oh. That's scary
That's a
music
sudden
for a
tone
dream.
shift.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Oh no, run.
You find yourself in the middeck of a ship. Could be the Compass Rose that you came in on, could be really any ship because you don't see much light. There's a single lantern swaying above you, swaying with the movement of the tides. In front of you is a small square table. You're sitting in a wooden chair, and across from you is a familiar-looking sailor sitting in another wooden chair. You recognize this sailor to be Roscoe. And Roscoe looks at you, and he says, Well, I see that you have given in to your mortal temptations, looking to find a way to beat the only thing that can put an end to all the pleasures that you've so greatly encountered so far. You've looking to find a way to beat death, just as I was. Tell me, Zaylin, what are your plans now? You've got yourself kicked out the cloister. You're out in the wilderness. Your friends have left you. You have nothing left in this world. What's stopping you from taking your life right now?
Revenge.
So base, but so pleasurable. Do me this favor, Zaylin, and I shall tell Orcus that you too deserve the great gift that I have received. Bring the amulet back to me, the rightful owner,
and I will see to it that you're more powerful than you could ever imagine. Your friends will be no threat to you. You will be a threat to them, to Runera, to those stupid little kobolds in that little cloister, to everybody in this living realm. And you shall be immortal, just like I am now.
Where are you?
That's something that I don't rightly know. I'm on the island somehow. The ship crashed, but I don't know my way around here. I'm sorry I can't be of more help, but I'm sure someone in the cloister could help you. But looks like you won't be talking to them anytime soon. I tell you what. My advice to you, I would keep your friends close. Use them. Let them find the information you're looking for from people in the cloister. Perhaps that trader that they were talking to, she might know where to go. And then once you find me, we shall work together. And we shall make your party pay for betraying you, for putting you out to dry like an unwanted stray.
Do me one favor.
And what's that?
Find me the blue-eyed white dragon.
Oh my god.
All of that for just that?
All the cinematics and effort.
God, dude. I fucking hate it here.
His smirk that he had when you asked him for a favor turns to a look of disdain and lack of patience. You, my little friend, don't ask me for a favor. You don't ask anything of me. You will do what I command, or you shall suffer great consequences.
Well, the way I see it, you don't know where you are. You need the medallion. You need me. I only want revenge and a dragon.
He cuts you off as you're saying this, slams his fist on the table.
Don't tell me anything. I may not know where I am, but I will find whoever holds this amulet, and I will rip it from your cold, dead body if I must, and I will raise your corpse, and then I shall command you and add you to the horde of my undead army.
A lot of talk from an idiot who lost his amulet to a 2-foot man who's able to sneak it out of your pocket. I think I'll find a dragon on my own.
The walls of the ship cave in, and what appears to be water at first starts rushing in from the sides, and it's sucking you down almost like quicksand as what appears to be Roscoe sits comfortably in his chair watching you sink into the floor of the ship. You look around you, the water that is bringing you down is not water, it's blood. And as it brings you further and further down, it just covers enough of your mouth and nose, leaving only from about your eyes to the top of your head exposed as you begin to suffocate. You attempt to breathe, but you can breathe in nothing. You are incapacitated, unable to move, looking at Roscoe as he begins to transform in front of you. His arms grow long and his fingers elongate with these giant claws, resembling the picture you see on the map now.
Ew.
As his mouth filled with these gnarly, sharp teeth and this long tongue that's presumably used to eat human flesh looks down on you.
Tell me why I shouldn't take your life now. I can kill you anywhere I please. You are nothing but an insignificant mortal. I am not this Roscoe that I pretend to be for this ruse. I am the Demon Lord Orcus, and I shall have your soul, whether you give it to me willingly or not. And I will take your flesh, and I will tear it by the bone, and I will flay you until there's nothing left.
If you could do it, you do it.
You can't
now.
speak.
Ow.
And you are suffocating. What's your constitution?
Oh my god. Dying a dream.
Where do I see that?
You have a +1 constitution, so you can hold your breath for 2 minutes. This encounter is probably like 1 minute long, where he's just kind of like yelling at you, and you're just kind of staring at him in awe as this ghoul or whatever this is staring at you. So you have approximately a minute left until you have to start making death saving throws.
Now, mortal, I will give you one last chance to be my willing champion. But do not exhaust my patience like you have done those around you. There's a reason they've all thrown you away, because they see you all useless. And I pray that you don't make that mistake with me, because it will not end well for you or anyone that you've ever loved. I shall move, and I shall rule over this living land with an army of undead.
You have about 10 seconds at this point until you have to start making death saving throws. The look in your eyes and just your thoughts, because he is an undead prince, he can kind of read your mind through this dream stance, so you could think whether or not you agree or disagree right now.
Give him a wink.
Remember, choose wisely, and do not betray me.
You wake up from your slumber. It is the middle of the night. You wake up and you still can't breathe. There's no water. There's nothing obstructing your throat. You simply just can't breathe. And then this feeling subsides, thankfully. And you have a big inhale. You're able to regain your fresh air, perhaps coughing a little bit. Unsure of how much was a dream and how much was reality. You do have a good reason to believe that what you're speaking to was Orcus itself, presenting itself as Roscoe and kind of transforming into a more true form towards the end. And you do feel that there is significant power being held over you right now.
What a dick. All I wanted was a dragon. I know he's fucking real.
You say that, but your inner monologue is a little bit less boisterous. You have disadvantage on all charisma and wisdom checks and saving throws. Charisma because you're just scared, honestly. You've kind of lost some confidence from being talked down to from an undead lord. Your wisdom is at disadvantage because your mind's being kind of overtaken at this point. This being is now infiltrating your dreams. And of course, you still have the -5 movement speed as well. And you also feel a chill in your bones, in the center of your bones, that no matter how many times you try and pull the blanket over you, it's this chilling feeling coming from your very core. And you get the sense that you're not going to be able to recover as much health as you would normally. All your healing is reduced by half.
Are you writing this down, or do I need to?
What?
Are you writing this down, or do I need to write all
Oh,
this
I have it
down?
written down. Don't worry.
Okay.
Good guy, DM.
And yeah, you could choose to go back to sleep now. We'll say you had a short rest that was interrupted by this dream, if you can call it that. And you could choose to go back to sleep and attempt to gain more sleep and fulfill a long rest at this point.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to sleep.
Okay. The rest of the party, you guys have pretty great dreams all around. Bobby especially, you had some very, very fun, interesting dreams. I'm sure you'd love to share this with the party if you'd like to when you wake up. And you guys all wake up after about 8 hours, feeling very refreshed. 10 plus 8, so 6 a.m. The sun is just beginning to rise over the horizon. You kind of see it off the cliff, and the day is yours.
And we get our cell slots
Yep.
back.
Spell slots, all your health back, except for Zalen. That's TBD, depending on how the rest of this pans out.
Okay.
Should I roll to see if I have a hangover?
I'm glad you asked that because I almost forgot. I have this written down. Roll me a d8.
A D8?
Yep.
Six.
You have a hangover for 6 hours.
Ooh.
Oh no!
Shit. Doozy.
You
Awful.
keep all of your debuffs, so the disadvantage on attack rolls and dexterity checks and saving throws
Oh no!
for the duration of the hangover.
Oh no! Ooh, the one time I'm not happy to have rolled a decently high number.
Would you like one of my 5 health potions that may or may not work?
I think what I need is stronger than a health potion.
That sucks.
As you say that, you feel the call of the remaining half bottle of Mila homebrew calling your name.
Oh, it is tempting, but it is not the time.
Okay.
So I look around the room at everybody that's in there. And I ask, so now do we leave to go get this mushroom?
That's probably a good idea.
If it helps him feel better, aye.
Yeah, let's go.
What do we do with little one?
Who cares?
Aye.
Leave him for now. He's made his
Anyway,
own
no.
bed.
Do we
So you-
remember the direction that we have to go?
Nope.
The entire cloister, there's only like one path, that stone path that goes up around the mountain, and then if you follow it down, it goes down towards the beach where Zalen is. And then there's roads and stuff, or not roads, but small paths you could follow. There's also your boat on the beach still that you could use to navigate by water down to the cave that was marked by Vernoth. She's kind of showed you a general way to get down there by boat. And if you wanted to, you could probably figure your way out there on foot. It's just probably going to take a little longer since she didn't draw that on the map for you. But it's not a huge island, and you know the general direction you need to be going.
I think we should take the little short one with us. Surely there will be a lot of pain that follows his path. I do not promise to save him. I am more interested in his pain.
I mean, the little one threw a vase at my head.
True, but you did freeze his fingers, and that is also not very nice.
Aye, that's fair. All right, let's grab the wee one.
I mean, I don't want to touch him. He still stinks like a zombie. I think we should keep a close eye on him. He seems too risky, and pain will follow him, and he will cause problems down the road if we don't have an eye on him at all times.
Aye, let's leave.
I could drag him with my whip, maybe.
Why don't we just ask him first if he wants to go?
Fine. Okay, I walked down to the beach.
I follow him.
You see Zalen still fast asleep on his little bedroll.
Waking me up or what? I'm just sleeping.
I kick sand in his face.
I was debating whether to kill you.
Good morning. How are you? I'm good.
You dare speak to us like you haven't started so much shit? Ugh,
Yeah, I mean, you came here.
because you are in our path.
Zalen, because they interrupted your second attempt at a long rest, you do not recover your spell slots.
Wizard.
Eh,
Fucker. What does a short rest get me?
HP, but I think you're already full HP.
This is fucking bullshit.
We don't have to go flashbangs anymore.
How is that interrupting? Hold on.
I
Point
fucking
of
love
order.
that so much.
You were drowning in blood. You were
Point of
actually
order.
sleeping.
Point of order. How is that not?
A long rest is a continuous 8-hour rest. Disruption to that causes the whole thing to kind of reset, right? So you did
It
roughly
does
like a
not
3 or
necessarily have to be sleep the entire time.
right.
I-
It could be something that doesn't require a lot of attention or thought. But the idea here is that this dream was so disturbing and so real, right? That you woke up very distraught. And during the whole time you're in that dream, you were distraught. And obviously dreams seem short, but they take place over a longer amount of time. So because of that weird dream you had, you were not relaxed at all during that short period you were taking that short rest. And then you attempted to take a long rest after you woke up from that disaster, but it hasn't been a full 8 hours yet.
So I can sense his pain. So I say, you seem to have the pain of a nightmare on you.
I knew I recognized the face in that dream. That's how you know, isn't it?
you're such a little shit. Get up. We're going.
Where are we going?
We're gonna go find the mushroom because you won't hand over the amulet, and we have to heal Bobby somehow.
What mushroom?
Oh yeah, you weren't there for that.
Motherfuck.
We're going after a mushroom. Let's go.
That's really all
Okay.
you need to know. Get in the boat.
Bobby. Can I sleep on your shoulders for 8 hours?
No.
The journey by boat, Vernoth said it's roughly around 3.5 hours. Oh, hold on. Zalen, you're not the only one that's suffering effects. Bobby, your wound on your neck
I was wondering when
has-
we were going to get back to
Oh, I
that.
totally forgot
yes,
about that.
has spread pretty drastically. The hole, you got bit on the right side of your neck, and before it's just like one little bite, right? Like the size of a mouth. It's now covering the entire right side of your neck and is still kind of spreading throughout your body, going towards your head and your face, as well as down your back, your chest, and even down your arm. And as it kind of spreads throughout, you feel a little behind, a little not necessarily weaker, but like you can't recover as fast.
Hmm.
You were going to roll half of your hit die on a short rest.
Okay.
Do we notice the change in the wound from just like?
It's very visible, very visible.
He still
Okay.
stinks, right?
I'm pretty sure he's like shirtless 99% of the time, so you can very visibly see his neck has gotten worse.
I'm not shirtless. It's just very loose fitting.
He looks like
Might as well
Fabio.
Ah, that reference I do know. Okay. Hi, Bobby. How's your neck feel?
Not great. Could do with something to make this better. And soon.
How about a mushroom?
That's what I'm waiting for.
Okay, let's get to the boat.
But what if Zalen tries to steal the mushroom from us?
Then I
I'm
will
gonna steal
kill
the
him.
mushroom. I don't give a shit about the mushroom.
What do you care about, Zaylen?
Mischief.
Mm,
Himself.
I
Reckless.
say under my breath.
Wait, sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
It's nothing.
Zaylen, these are good people. This is the first group that has not beaten me.
If
I mean, I
halflings
like
have
it.
one thing, they have the audacity.
Aren't you also a halfling?
No, I'm a dwarf.
Oh, what's the fucking difference?
That's offensive.
That's a
Now we're
fun
being
fav.
racist. Openly racist.
Just get in the fucking boat.
All right.
In the boat.
Everybody gets into the boat. You are about to depart on a roughly 3.5 hour journey to the cave on the other side of the island, and that is where we will pick up, hopefully next week, in our next session.
Oh shit! I didn't realize it was already 1 o'clock.
Yeah, that's crazy. Time flew.
That session went by so fast.
So are we
Yeah.
passing the rock in the water? Like, is that where we're going? That direction?
Rock in the water, the one that
Like
was
the-
mentioned in
Side.
the dream that you didn't hear.
Like the island.
You are not passing this area. You share the map with Zaylen, who heard these directions. He sees the map and he sees that you're going the opposite direction of where these kind of rocks that this Roscoe or Orcus, whoever was in his dream speaking to him, had mentioned.
Okay.
All right. Interesting session.
Yes.
Yep, that's a word for it.
One way to put it.
I am glad, first and foremost, that you all managed to save Grandma Sparkles. Because she had 1 HP, so literally any attack would have killed her.
Holy
And
shit!
she was prone on the floor, so it would have been rolled at
Advantage.
advantage to attack her. So she's pretty much guaranteed to die if somebody didn't either kill the zombie or steal the aggro by doing what Iramir had done with the Radiant Strike. So
Just a heads up, if Grandma Sparkles would have died, I would have killed myself.
I
Literally?
yeah.
I've had this planned out since the beginning of the campaign. So after last session, you were like, I will literally die for Grandma Sparkles. I was like, oh, you might. You might.
Yeah, and I proved that.
I love that.
Oh, that's awesome.
That would have hurt my heart.
Hey, that's D&D, you know? There's risk and reward for everything.
Not Grandma's particles.
All right, well, as always, thank you, Hose. You did a very
It
good
was
job.
awesome. Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, great
thank
job,
you.
man.
Of course.
The biggest crime was your mic peaking.
Oh,
That
my
was-
gosh.
I was laughing so fucking
It was
hard.
so funny. So funny when you're peeking.
That sucks.
You
It
sounded
cut out a couple
No, it was
things,
good.
but not enough to like not understand what you were saying.
Yeah, I mean, it's really just the gist. Honestly, I was kind of running out of things to threaten with, so I was just trying to say like the most like, you know, Orcus-y things I could think of in a weird voice. So as long as that message got across, it's fine.
it did.
Hopefully from here on out, Zaylen is a little less like when you said like he was sleeping
Detrimental.
alone and the rest of us were all sleeping together, I thought of was that movie Land Before Time when Littlefoot's all by himself and he's cold and all of his friends are sleeping in a puddle and like nice and warm and he's like crying to himself.
How
He was-
much?
I mean,
It's
Dylan,
done.
you kind of did it to yourself, bud.
How
Mhm.
much research am I allowed to do?
On like Orcus and shit.
Yeah, and like other stuff in this realm.
I need you to be more specific. We can do a
I'll
one-on-one
I'm
if you
gonna-
want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna DM you.
Yeah.
DM you.
We can just stay in this chat if you want, if that's easier.
No, cause I'm fucking tired.
Okay. I will say just blanket statement, as little research about
I'm
very
not gonna
specific
Google anything
things.
until we
Yeah.
talk.
Okay.
All
I
right.
love it. I love it. Another
Alright.
minute, man. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank
Good,
you.
good games, guys.
Of
See
course.
ya.
Thanks for joining, everybody.
Thanks for
Later.
See you next
the grace
week.
of the, you know, with the storms and stuff. I appreciate it.
I'm glad you guys are okay.
Yeah, yeah, me too.
That's kind of the most important thing.
The thunder got really bad. I'm not gonna lie, but we're good. We're alive. So
Yep. All right, bye.
Bye, guys.
bye.
Keep us posted. Have a night, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.